welcome to the live stream. Oh, it just made it. We're live, Justin.
Welcome to the live stream.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on, everyone?
Modern Exotics, the Grow Guy. Welcome. Mary's in the house. Donna's in the house.
Nicholas Woodruff.
Hey, that's my son there.
Genetics
That's my
Hunter.
youngest boy, Nicholas.
Hell yeah.
Welcome. Sherry's in the house.
What's up, Ed from the Genetic Hunters? I didn't play the intro today because I got copyrighted on the last 3 shows, so because of the music, so I got to change my music up. So if you want to know why I didn't do the normal intro,
I was gonna ask, did you change the shows, the back shows?
Yeah. So it is what it is. We'll figure it out, though.
All right.
Welcome, Mike and Boston Boas, Mary, Gary, Donna, the Grow Guy.
We are rolling.
That's fine, buddy. Heather, welcome. I like it now that she's got a logo. That's cool.
What are we pulling the plug? Damn it, I want to know now. What the hell? Why you throw that out there like that?
Oh, it's on,
Just kidding.
just talking about- on a snake, you know.
It's all right. I was just funning.
But it's no big deal.
15 in the house, 10 thumbs up. We're rolling.
Oh, hold on there. We have a celebrity in the house if y'all don't know.
We do?
Yep.
Who's that?
I mean, there ain't too many people in here that JKR, gives a shout out to and an intro for, and that would be Mr. Mary Python Mitch. So, watch out.
Pretty.
I was wondering. I was like, "Who are you talking about?" I thought you were talking about Mitch.
Talking about me.
Yeah, as soon as he started talking, I knew you were talking about after that. But at first, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, whenever JKR gives them a shout out at Arlington on film, does their little deal with him. He was gonna come on the show with Mary, on a Friday.
Yeah.
But he's on another level, so it'll probably just be Mary now. I don't know if we can have Mitch on here. That's
He's too fancy now. He's too fancy for our show.
Too fancy.
That's too much.
He's
Too fancy
signing
for the
autographs.
Iron Animal Show. Did they already got more subscribers than us?
Oh, probably.
Well, I'm sure, yeah.
When JKR gives you your own special video to put on your channel, I mean, yeah.
That does mean some stuff.
It's pretty spectacular.
Oh yeah, that's pretty big.
Can somebody in the chat do me a favor and click on the link that I just posted and make sure that it goes through to Balls and Strikes channel, please?
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah,
Modern
have,
Sonic? Mason?
I'll be posting a couple of YouTube videos pretty soon, but there's nothing on there at the moment, I don't think.
That's all right. Handpay,
Yeah, but anybody we can get on there now will help you later. So
True. Very true.
welcome, Handpay, welcome.
The Grow Guy.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
We go live without 1,000 subscribers on our mobile phones right now, so that's why I use StreamYard. You can do it through StreamYard.
Right.
Yeah, if you don't use StreamYard, you got to have the 1,000 to be on your phone, but you can do it on your laptop and
I don't
stuff.
know anybody who uses
before you
Hangouts
hit
anymore.
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do StreamYard. It's simple, and you can stream to 2 or 3, 4 different platforms at the same time. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Okay, they said it
Yeah,
does.
I mostly do Instagram, so at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, we've already got you a couple subscribers, so we'll get you a little
Yeah,
further on your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got his first video. He's talking about going to be a do-it-yourself video, so that'll be a good one.
Yeah, DIY
Oh, yeah.
videos coming soon. If
Yeah,
there
those
isn't
are the best.
What's up, Pyro Toad?
Yeah, if there isn't enough videos on there already about how to build rat racks, at least this one will be using 70 series ARS tubs, and it'll be dual tubs, seven high dual tubs, so it'll be a 14 tub
Right on.
ARS
Nice.
sub rack.
And if you notice, Justin, I do got sleeves on tonight.
I see that. Yeah, I
go.
wasn't. I figured you were gonna cut it. You could cut it, slice it up, make it comfortable if you want.
No, I'm sporting it out, so I haven't cut them yet. I got at least work one time before I cut it. So
Now you can cut it whenever you want.
Tristan Woodruff, welcome. Looking good, Pop. Looking good.
that Tristan Woodruff guy on there. There you go. That's this guy right here.
Oh yeah, got his own band.
Singer and guitar player of this metal band right here.
Hey, if it'll slide out of there easy, see if that paper will slide out of that cover so we don't get the glare. Yeah, we'll be able to see it ton better.
Solo too. You can do it. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So gotta do the shameless dad plug.
Well, you got Antichrist in here. Welcome.
But hopefully they'll finish up their next album. They've been in the studio for a while working on it, so hopefully they'll get that finished up real soon.
Cool.
Right on. Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah. You have to let me know when it's done. I'll have to listen to some tracks of it. Sure.
Absolutely. I'll send you a copy of it.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So y'all probably know Troy from Balls and Strikes. He's our guest tonight. All the hype Rob talked about is true. He's hyped him up big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what
Go, man. Welcome.
Hey Sal, how's it going, man?
What's up, Jay boys? Well, originally from Kentucky, but live in South Carolina now.
That's right. Had to get out of Louisville. It's just
I
too
hear you.
cold. And now I see all the going on there with all the stuff going on with the place. I'm just really happy not to be in Louisville. So,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Unfortunately, my youngest son still has to live there, so But yeah, happy to be in South Carolina. It's nice, warm weather, and of course, I live in a fairly small town as well, so that helps out a bit. But yeah, me and Rob go back quite a ways.
Yeah, Mary, we might be able to do something with you for that. T-shirts, Justin.
Yeah, I could probably do something.
We're
I was
thinking
figuring, yeah. Well,
getting
if we do
some
something on
things.
Halloween or something, we could probably do one of the T-shirts for this show as well.
Yeah. Doing some, and when we do future giveaways too, we'll throw some out there too. So for sure, I'll just have to. You just tell me how much.
More work for me. Great. More work for me.
Hey, you just tell me what it is. I'll send you some money.
No problem. We'll figure something out. No big deal. We just got to plan and advertise for like a giveaway for it or something. We get some people in here. It'll be fun.
Yeah. For sure.
Usually I have Chris write down all the names, so you got to do it.
Say I'll get my own T-shirt one of these days, but as of now, I got to rep other people's.
I hear you.
I got a box full of other people's as well.
Yeah, I don't mind representing other people's logos, especially if they're good folks, and especially if I've met them in person. And
for sure, yeah.
I have a Bob's Balls shirt, but it's too small for me at the moment. Can't quite fit into it. I got a little weight to lose to get back into that one.
It's a skinny shirt.
Yeah.
Man.
It's definitely not a fluffy, friendly shirt. That's for sure.
I hear you.
Scales, welcome. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Yeah. I just lost all track of what I was going to say because you said that. So.
Oh, Jesus. It ain't that hard to figure out.
I know.
I thought you scripted the whole show. You got it all written down. See, I'm not even plugged in. I would have died.
I'm just winging it tonight.
No. Well, there you go.
No, he wings it every night. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16 in the chat. So what's going on? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Let everybody know where they can find you on Instagram, that kind of thing.
Instagram is Balls and Strikes Pythons with a N, not an and symbol. It's so all lowercase, Balls in Strikes _ Pythons on Instagram. I am on Facebook as well, but to be honest, I don't think I've logged into that page in 4 or 6 weeks. I really just
I say it on the show all the time. Facebook's the devil.
Yeah, I haven't.
Facebook's the devil.
Just too much drama on Facebook for my taste, and I just tend to stay off of it and stay to Instagram. The ball python and reptile community.
Way less drama.
Is just
way less drama.
Yeah. So, but about me, let's see. I guess pertinent information. About 5.5, 6 years ago, I actually got my first ball python. Never owned snakes or reptiles or anything before. My mother would have never allowed that to happen. But to be honest with you, when I got my first ball python, it was given to me by my ex-wife, Debbie. And she had got him from a man in the military that was going to her church, and he was injured and could not take care of the snake. So they gave it to her for safekeeping, and he ended up being transferred to the West Coast for therapy and stuff like that. So I have no idea what she is other than possibly, I mean, she's extremely dark, normal looking ball python, but the last clutch she had was 10 eggs, and that dark trait that she has definitely passed down into babies, even other combos. I have a red stripe, yellow belly, something, and he's pretty dark, but he's obviously red stripe.
He's just something. Nice.
So she's kind of a mystery snake. Hey, Bill, BC Python's in the house.
What's up, Bill?
Welcome.
But at any rate, I brought the snake home. I had no idea what I was doing. Of course, I did the usual, threw her in a tank, thinking that was the way to go. Found some really bad advice on YouTube on some channels, and eventually I stumbled across a couple of channels that I really have stuck with ever since. One being Balls to You. That helped me enormously, and actually was worth watching. Cool. So, and once I started educating myself, my son, Nicholas, who was on here, wanted to get a snake for himself. He ended up with a couple snakes, a really pretty female spider ball python, and then he got a banana pinstripe, and those snakes were fantastic. So, and that started the obsession, and the rest is history. Of course, in the beginning, I made all the mistakes that people make. We go to a show, and I'd walk by a table. Wow, that one's really pretty, and it's only $100. So that's the snake I would buy with no plan. And I ended up having a bunch of males and stuff like that with only a couple females. So it was not the way to do things. And then I got lucky. I ended up coming across a guy that just came into the chat, Bill at BC Pythons, and met him at a show in Clarksville, Indiana. And honestly, he really kind of took me under his wing for a while. And then I started doing some shows with him, and got some experience with doing some shows. And then, we have some friends down in Bardstown, Kentucky that produce a lot of ball pythons, but they don't do shows. So we ended up, doing kind of being, I don't want to say a broker or anything like that, but we would sell snakes for them as well. But that was a good time. And then I guess fast forward a little while to last year. So I was building my collection for a few years, for almost 4 years. And ended up meeting someone that lived here in South Carolina and knew I was moving, and decided that I was probably going to go ahead and get out and not do snakes and stuff anymore. And at the time I was getting really burnt out anyway, because breeding your own rodents and all that, that's another thing.
Yeah.
That's a whole another topic, is talking about how rodents can totally steal your joy of being a python owner. Rats are work. Pythons, even I'll clean snakes all day long. It's a joy. Cleaning those rodents just isn't all that fun to me. But at any rate, so I sold off the good majority of my collection. I kept back a few clutches that were in the incubator and a few breeder females, and came down to South Carolina and began rebuilding my collection. Built this the building that I'm in right now, and then I guess the rest is history. Just trying to do it right this time.
Right.
I have a building full of females, and I think I have 11 males at this point. So
Right.
But I started by this time I bought a lot of snakes that are het for something, at least something recessive, whether it's desert ghost or pied or clown. They're all almost all of them are het for something. And actually, Mike Cano at Fabled Creations kind of really schooled me on that a little bit. And when I saw his collection, I realized that everything he had was het for something, clown or ghost, and that guy's got some amazing snakes. So I really kind of took that lesson to heart, and so I've been growing up a lot of hets, and then investing in higher end males, powerhouse males, and a lot of single or 2 gene het females.
Oh yeah.
So this year was a bit of a slow year, but rebuilding a collection. I've only had 5 clutches this year. I'll be on track for about 20 or 30 next year, and probably close to double that the year after.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
But a lot
that's quite the.
I'm sorry, Justin.
No, I was just saying that was quite the go from 5 to 25 to 30. That's crazy.
Right. Well,
that's a big jump.
That's what happens when you hold back a lot of babies that are
a
year and a half, almost 2 years old.
Right.
So it's kind of all coming together. Yeah.
That's right. They're all kind of hitting that point at the same time. But that's why I only have 11 males, because I'm only going to have 20, 25 females ready, and every one of these boys I have a plan and a female ready for them.
Right.
So and I will admit, in the last, since probably February, March, since I moved to South Carolina, I've really kind of been picking Bob Vu's brain, almost nonstop. I've been lucky enough to go out to his house and his facility on a number of occasions, and the wife doesn't like that because, of course, I spend entirely too much money while I'm there. But she does at least understand the investment quality and of what I get when I bring snakes home. So it's been it's been a journey, and this time around it's just been so much more fun, knowing I'm doing it the right way, knowing to have a plan for everything I'm breeding. I don't have any snakes, and the funny thing is I just won 2 snakes on Instagram on some of these raffles, which is funny because Rob and I were having a conversation about that, because I had been in quite a few and never won a thing, and we literally were talking about it that day when I won the Jar Pythons raffle and won a beautiful GHI Mojave female.
Right.
So and then the very next raffle I won a Inchy Mojave Het Clown Pos Het Ghost.
Oh yeah.
She actually got here today, so both of them fit into plans in my collection. So it's been working out really well. So But that's I guess that's about it. You know, I'd like to say I'm one of these old timey guys, you know, that would chase snakes around and you know, when they were kids, but no, not so much. Not so much. Being a military brat, you know, we were always moving around every couple of years too. So
yeah.
But,
well, it is crazy how you see, you know, you could see normals your whole life, and then once you realize there's so many morphs, then that's when the trigger hits. It's like, look at all of these, you know. It's like, it's not just that, you know.
And to be honest with you, what really triggered my obsession or drive for ball python morphs is Brian Barczyk. He showed on his channel, he had I believe it was a super orange dream fire calico or something, and it just blew my mind. And and it was game on from then. You know, people can say what they want about Brian Barczyk. I mean, the guy's one of the founders of this hobby, and I enjoy his channel. You know, I can't say I really watch it avidly anymore, but I still watch it from time to time. And I've had the pleasure of meeting him once briefly. Right on. And of course, I met Lori once, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know why I thought Lori was not going to be very friendly, but she was absolutely the nicest person you ever want to meet.
Well, because she looks mean all the time. She does look ornery. She does.
Well, she looks like she totally kick your butt. Is what?
Yeah. Well, like physically, I think she probably could. Yeah, physically, I think she probably could. Yeah, she's buff. Yeah. She would mess around. Yeah.
And she said that on the video the other day. She goes, somebody met me and said I thought I was going to be a bitch, and Brian goes, well, yeah, they were probably right, you know.
but they're not. They're not. No, absolutely. No, she was as nice as could be. But
right on. That's cool.
I've had some really good experiences. My son Nicholas, who was on here, him and I went to Tinley Park like 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago. Was a March Tinley was the first one we went to. I got real lucky. His mom allowed him to take a day off of school so we could go up a day early, and we stood and talked to Garrick Meyer. I'm gonna tell you, without exaggeration, probably 2 or 3 hours. I kept asking him if you know he wanted us to move on. If you know if he didn't want. Oh, but he was so gracious and answered every question that we had, and was just an absolute gentleman. And it just really made me want to be a part of this community at that time. And then Justin and Chase and Ozzy, you know, these guys you meet, and at least I don't know about you guys, but when I see those guys, they're like celebrities to me.
Right.
And, then you meet them, and they're just normal, super nice guys, and it's just so refreshing.
We get told that all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding.
Yeah. So, you know.
No, it is funny too, because you watch somebody on YouTube long enough, you know, and then it's like you do meet them or see them or something. It's like, you get all excited, you know, and it's like they're just like everybody else, you know. It's like it's funny.
Actually,
but you know,
the very first time I ever met Bill from BC Pythons was at Tinley Park. I saw him walking around, and I stumbled across his YouTube channel a couple times. But I don't know if he even remembers that. It was a pretty short encounter. I just said hello to him, and it was nice to meet him, and that was about it on that time until I went to buy a snake from him actually there at that Clarksville show, and then we became pretty good friends, and I consider him one of my very best friends.
Right. Cool. Yeah, I got another one coming next week, Justin.
Do you? What do you got?
I got a pastel 100% het desert ghost, false monarch.
Monarch, yeah, nice, very nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit on that monarch gene a little bit. So, but I got the het desert ghost is what's going to help me too, though. You know, so
yeah, you're going to get that tomorrow?
No, next week.
Next week. I don't know why I thought you said tomorrow.
What's up, Pat? Nate Breeders, hello.
BC says, yep, I remember it well, my friend, he says.
Absolutely. That's good. Yeah, whenever all this COVID stuff goes away, hopefully I'll end up meeting a whole lot more people out and about. I have to get some T-shirts made, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
I was going to hit a couple shows this year myself. They were all canceled. Yeah, canceled.
Yeah.
Arlington wasn't.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure there are going to be a few shows that are going to be, but all the ones that were around here got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing Repticons around here, but the way they're doing it right now is just really, it's really bad for the vendors. It really is. I went to the Charlotte Repticon, this last one, and I walked in there, and matter of fact, my son was with me at that show too, and there was like nobody in there because they're only allowing so many people in at a time. I just felt really bad for the vendors that were set up. I even overheard a few of them talking about how they're going to be really losing money at that show. But they're still showing up and putting in the work. But there was a lot of beautiful snakes there. I ended up coming home with a couple of them myself. But I kind of felt bad for some of the vendors. I know the table fees at Repticon are not cheap, and I'm sure Repticon's not cutting them a break at all.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's shitty
not
too.
Allowing nowhere near the amount of people in. So
yeah. Which is just crazy too. They could all be at the Walmart together, but they can't be, anywhere else.
Right. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you think, maybe they could find a bigger building to host it in if they could have everybody in there, instead of the one they were going to host in,
Well, he said Arlington was a lot less, traffic this year.
I'm sure it was, but probably I'm sure there was, a lot more people there from other places than usual, too,
Absolutely.
Because there ain't
nothing gone, but the cost of putting this building together, and then some of the collection that I've been building, it just wasn't economically feasible for me to get out to Texas this time. But
sure,
early next year we'll hit a few of the other bigger NARBC shows. Repticon Atlanta is actually a pretty big show as well. Bob Vu's pretty much the host of that, and they also do NARBC auction at that show as well. So that usually draws a pretty good crowd. So, but
right on.
You see a lot of venomous in your shows in South Carolina, don't you?
Absolutely, they have an entire section just for venomous at the Columbia, South Carolina show. So, yeah, they allow a lot of stuff into the South Carolina show. But South Carolina is a little different than a lot of other places, though. Here, you have to get a state vendor's license. You're subject to inspections. And once you get a vendor's license, they're going to come inspect your animals as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you better be on the ball, or you're going to be looking at some fines or something probably. So
that's for all snakes, all species, or what?
From what I understand. So, but I literally just got mine about 3 weeks ago, and I already had a visit. But
damn.
I'm pretty meticulous on my care, so it didn't. The guy actually came in. He was probably here for 10 minutes and was like, "Wow, everything looks great," and left. So,
well, and that's, I would say, the people who have nice setups won't get visited near as much from people that are kind of shady. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
If you go into a place and it's disgusting, they're going to get checked a whole lot more when it's somebody goes in your room and they're all like, "Wow, it's not what I thought it was."
Yeah, you got professional racks and everything, and they look good. And, open them up, everything looks good. They're not going to near mess with you as much,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I keep the floor clean in here. I it's got a hardwood floor in here. Well, technically, it's like vinyl, looks like hardwood, but it's a floor. Little snap together flooring,
right?
Oh, planks and whatnot. So, it's all waterproof flooring. So every day before I walk out of this building, I use my dust mop and my Swiffer wet jet, and so the floor gets clean literally in here every day. So, tubs get wiped down. Plus, I got to keep it clean as I can in here because there's rodents in the building as well. So, and if I don't keep them extremely clean, they're literally in the next room. I mean, these snakes, they smell those rats, man. They're
right.
They're primed, all the time if I'm not careful. So
yeah,
if you keep up on it every day, it ain't as bad. It ain't as much to do if you let it go for a week or whatever, you know.
yeah.
Right, that's exactly right. Well, once I stopped breeding African soft furs and tanks, which was actually fairly recently, and I got an ARS rack, rodent rack. I literally each day of the week I clean 4 of those tubs, so it's a whole lot easier. So
Nice.
my grow outs are still in some big 40-gallon tanks. But
so that's what I wanted to ask you right there. Your ARS rodent rack.
Yeah.
Any problems?
Absolutely, problems.
Tubs.
Absolutely.
The inner tubs are fine. The outer tubs, if you let them go more than 6 or 7 days and get a little weight in them, they can literally fall out of that rack.
They fall out of the rack, or if you pull them, they'll fall out.
Well, I mean, they're not going to fall out by themselves, but when you pull on them,
yes,
the edges will kind of pop down a little bit. Now, I will say this. I was just at ARS in Indianapolis a few weeks back, and they did show me a couple of their prototype tubs that they are going to use to replace the ones that are in here. So as soon as those go into production, I'm going to order a few of those to go on the outside. They're actually just a little bit wider.
Did they replace them tubs for free?
What's that?
Did they replace them for free?
They did not, or at least not at this point. They're not. I don't think they're in total production just yet. So,
well, Donnie from DER, who I work with too, he's got 3 of them racks and the same problem.
Right.
1 and 4 will fall.
That's right. 1 and 4, but the middle 2 are fine.
Right, and they're sending him replacement tubs.
Oh, all right. Well, I have to.
So if you complain and say, "Hey, dude, like, I mean, he spent 20 grand worth of racks." You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
So you tell him, "Hey, I bought a shitload." If I knew I was going to have, because you tell them, if I knew I was going to have this problem, I would have wanted a freedom breeder.
Well, here's the thing.
Replace it. They'll replace it.
Yeah, but Chris, here's where they got me on that, though. When I bought that rack, I got a major discount because I already mentioned the problems with it when I bought it.
But still, if they know about the problem, I mean, that's a lot of tubs to replace. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, if I'm only replacing the outer tubs, it's not too bad. And Jason up there is going to give me a good deal on them and ship them to me for free. So,
that's good then.
I can't complain about that deal. I can't disclose the price, but
he's going
to sell them to me really at a really good price and ship them to me for free. So I really can't complain.
Nice.
And honestly, I only need the outer tubs.
Right, so, and that's what Donnie needed too on 3 racks is the outer tubs, and that's a lot of racks. I mean, that's probably shit.
Now, to be clear, I'm talking about the 50 series. The 70 series when I was there was fine.
It's the 50 series he has too.
Yeah, the 50 series rack is the only one that has issues that I'm aware of. I did look at the 70 series racks where I was there. They were way out of my price range. So I bought a bunch of the tubs, and now I'm building my own rack out of those tubs, side-by-side racks, which is a YouTube video going to be coming soon. Is a DIY video on how to build the side-by-side ARS 70 series tub 7 tall rat rack.
Right, and I think Donnie's are both of them are 10 high.
Hey, Bill, we'll see you later, man.
And so you figure I mean, that's a lot of tubs, for 3 racks.
Oh, absolutely. So, that is a lot.
But he said they had told him that it's a 50 series tub. It's just a different one that's supposed to be a little bit wider.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he had ordered 10 extra ones anyway before he'd had this problem. So he said, well, you can, but he ended up paying for them, but they're going to give him the rest of them for replacement because, I mean, you spend a lot of money and you didn't know that problem. I mean,
yeah, I can't.
I mean, for somebody to buy 3 new racks,
bought the rack, yeah.
And I mean, he didn't know that.
Deeply discounted that rack to me,
nice
for buying it anyway. And then also with the deal of replacement tubs at no cost shipping at a discounted rate when they get the new tubs in
just
production.
The shipping is the good part. If they're shipping to you for free, that's huge.
Right. That's right. So
that's the big bulk of the whole thing anyway.
But I actually, I ordered 4 extra tubs, or got 4 extra tubs with my rack just for cleaning purposes alone.
That's what he did too.
Yeah, it would be a nightmare trying to, even with just 1 extra tub, that would really take a while. So this way I come into the building, I literally set up 4 tubs, pull 1 down each at a time, and slide them back in, dump those tubs, spray them out, wipe them down, boom. I come over to the snake area, do my business there, and I'm good. So
they clean out a lot better than them concrete tubs, don't they?
Man, those concrete mixing tubs, I'm gonna tell you, when I was breeding regular rats in those, just the regular fancy rats, I didn't have any really trouble with them. They, it wasn't so bad. But these tubs are way easy to clean. When I dumped that tub into my big trash bin, I mean, everything, you'd think they was Teflon coated. Everything just slides right out of them.
Yes.
And I will say though, the concrete mixing tubs, I had to have, I don't know if you ever seen Billy from Mutation Creation cleaning tubs with a spoon. That's what I would do. I had to scrape out the, the stuff stuck on, but it's a little trick that I had that worked really well, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But like I said, rodents were really a reason that I strongly considered just getting out of this in the first place. I was breeding a lot of rats right in the basement of my house. I was single at the time, so I didn't have anybody complaining at me. So, but now I'm 90% of everything I breed now are ASFs, and the smell is just nowhere near. I did mice for a while too, but I had to stop mice. Mice just smell so bad.
Right.
So I just mostly do all my breeders, everything. All my holdbacks are all on ASFs. I swear by them. My snakes just do so well on them. They'll never outgrow my snakes. I'll never have a rat that's too big to feed to one of my snakes.
That was why I started breeding them right there. That was the biggest reason right there is why I started. Just because I didn't know what to do with the bigger rats. I was like, what am I going to do with these damn things,
Yeah, I mean, unless you got some friends that got boas, or retics or something, you're going to be, I don't know what you're going to do with them.
Yeah, that and the smell were the 2 keys in me doing
That's
that.
right. Yeah, don't get me wrong. You let them go long enough, they're going to start stinking. But man, they could definitely go a lot longer than rats or mice.
Way longer, yeah.
So,
and I'm noticing that too a lot now. There's more people breeding ASFs and feeding them to ball pythons than there ever used to be.
Yeah, because that's the thing. For a long time, people didn't know what the hell they were. That was the problem.
Right.
Now the people are starting to realize what they are.
Yeah. I hear a lot.
And then it's funny.
They're saying that they have trouble breeding African soft furs. Honestly, in the very beginning, that's very common. They really need time to settle in. Most of the time,
yeah, they do.
They're going to eat their first colony. So don't be shocked if you get into ASFs and you lose first litter. You're gonna lose that first litter. They'll eat them. But once you establish in there, you supplement them with mealworms or black oil sunflower seeds. They settle in and they'll start populating pretty well.
Yeah, I started doing mine with sunflower seeds too and all that, and I ain't had no problems. I lost my whole. In fact, I just fed off the last 2 adults of my first colony because they killed the male and 2 other females.
Right.
And other babies, so I had no males.
I think they were just a little too old when you put them together.
And it could have been another colony killed 1, but they don't
mess around, man. Good. That's one thing about an ASF. They do not mess around. They don't like each other.
Well, the thing is that people don't realize is once you establish an ASF colony, which I usually do 4 females to a male, once that colony is established, if you introduce any other ASF to that colony, they're going to kill it. Male, female, doesn't matter. More than likely, that will be dead.
I had 2 colonies, 1 male to 4 females, and 1 colony. They both have babies, but the one just started eating each other. Another one is still doing good. So,
right. Right.
I just,
Yeah, I swear by the ASFs. I do still have a couple colonies of regular rats, but I literally sell almost every rat to customers from around this area that have bought snakes from me, and snakes that I know I'm going to sell, I put on rat pups and whatever, just in case people have any trouble. Luckily, ASFs are completely legal here in South Carolina. In Kentucky, they are not. So
yeah, that's the bad thing. Where they're legal or not is the crazy part.
Now, I will say I still had them anyway in Kentucky because I feel like I had a duty to care. I ended up getting ASFs while I was in Kentucky because I had some snakes that I could not get to eat. So I found somebody that had some African soft furs, and boom, they went right back on food. So I started breeding my own. And actually, here's a pretty funny story. I actually got pulled over. I traveled to North Carolina to buy several colonies of ASFs, and I'm on my way back, and I get pulled over just outside of Bowling Green, Kentucky, by a state trooper, and he's looking around in my truck trying to see what I have, and he was asking me what was in the tubs that I had, and I told him they were rats. So he wanted to see them, so I popped open the lid, and he's like, "Those don't look like any rats I ever heard of," and I was like, "Oh, well, technically they're not really rats, they're Siberian snow hamsters." Yeah, I told him they're Siberian snow hamsters. And he's like, "Oh, wow, cool." That was it. I was on my way. He never
yeah, but they're technically a mouse.
Yeah, well, I called them Siberian snow hamsters. He was happy with that answer. So, and the funny thing is, if you look that up on your phone, Google Siberian snow hamsters, they look pretty close. Unless you're an expert, you are not going to be able to know the difference. Unless you work with them all the time.
Oh, yeah. Right. People love a hamster. They're all like, "Oh, so cute." I've said it before. I'll be walking out of a store, a bunch of supplies. "Oh, you got rabbits?" It's like, "No, rats and mice." What? You got rats and mice? They give you an instant different look as soon as you tell them that, Yeah. It's not for a bunny or a guinea pig or something. No, it's for a rat, It's funny.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? You're going to let your snake starve, or you're going to go out or do you have a duty of care to that animal when you buy it, to get it something that it's going to eat.
Yeah.
So in my case, that's kind of how I ended up. And man, my snakes just all thrived on these African soft furs, and the more and more research. Now, I know a lot of people say, they're more nutritious or this and that and the other. You know what? I don't know any of that. All I can tell you is my snakes just do fantastic on African soft furs. Their poop doesn't smell nowhere near as bad on African soft furs. Matter of fact, they don't
twice as much protein
as often. Yeah, they don't poo as often, which to me just tells me that they're getting more nutrition out of it.
Mm-hmm. They're more protein. They're twice as much protein than a rat, twice its size.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, are they illegal to keep in Kentucky, or you just can't sell them in Kentucky?
They are on the invasive species list. You can't. Technically. You can't even transport them through the state without a zoological license.
Yeah, there's a lot of states. Even if that state is legal, to get them shipped in is the problem.
Yeah, you can't hardly even get. I mean, you can't.
A lot of places you can't ship them over state lines, no matter what. Even if they are legal in the one state you're in, you probably can't.
The only way you can get them is frozen. You can get them frozen in any state, but that's it.
Yeah, frozen thaw is the only loophole that I know of where I know you can have them shipped to you frozen thaw in Kentucky. But other than that, like I said, I mean, as long as you're being responsible and all that, I don't really see where it'd be much of an issue. Unfortunately, certain things just make that list. Things that hit that particular list. And
well, there's certain places that would probably welcome a smaller rat.
Well,
I'd rather have these small ones running around instead of these big ones that are the size of cats.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is about the African soft furs, they probably would not be able to survive in Kentucky in the winter. They'd all die off.
Yeah.
So it's kind of strange. They're perfectly
legal
here in the South, where they could totally survive here, and they're perfectly fine. At least at this point, they are. So hopefully that doesn't change.
Yeah.
But they did, multi-mammates is their technical name, I guess, and they have made that Lacey Act a couple times. So, but man,
nice.
it is what it is. But I keep
on
breathing.
It's a weird deal.
Driving, so
right.
I've got a couple girls that are sitting at 2,000 grams that are like 15 months old, and that's one ASF a week.
Right.
And that's their breeding. Now I've got some breeder females that will literally take 2 a day and twice a week.
Oh yeah.
But I'll feed if I have a female building, I'll if they coming up to that front of the tub looking for food, I'll give it to them.
Yeah, for sure.
You want them to build. Matter of fact, I got one girl behind me that she would, if I open her tub, she'd probably come out at me right now, and she just ate 2 on Monday. And we're talking big ASFs, full size ASF males that she takes down. But
nice.
And she just came out.
If there's any snakes you'd like to share, we'd like to take a look. If you got anything you want to show.
Oh,
I mean, you don't have to grab that one, but if there's anything you'd like to show
off,
I'm not
grabbing her, I'll get bit. I'll grab something else. Hold on.
That is good for views, though. Getting bit is good for views.
Yeah.
Everybody always thinks it's a bad thing to get bit. It's like, no, it's good for views.
This girl's mighty big, so that would be. All right, here we go. This is Apollo. He is a firefly blade clown.
Nice.
Now that's sexy right there.
He is one of my main breeders. He's been pairing with my super chocolate Mojave girl.
Nice.
Tell you what, let me pop this up and I'll show her to you guys. But
which one are we seeing?
Here we go. Shoot, am I still all right?
Yep. Yeah, we're on. We're good.
All right, so here she is. Super chocolate Mojave.
Nice.
So, but that was his first girlfriend.
Sweet.
All right,
like that was his first girlfriend.
Oh, he's had a few now. So
Heather's that's a stud muffin.
That's
I
good.
posted a few pictures.
Mitch wants to see the boy again. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, if I can't get any other snakes to lock, this guy goes in. He's like Bert
the trooper,
man. He's the machine.
It's like if they can't get it done, he does.
Absolutely, this guy would lock a water garden hose. I think if I put it in there.
He'd give it a shot either way.
Last time I put him in with Elvira, that super chocolate Mojave, I put him in. I literally cleaned 2 or 3 tubs. Opened the tub back up where he was. He already had her locked. Like
nice.
5 minutes tops, maybe 10 at the most.
We gotta like it when they put in the work.
Oh, absolutely. And this boy, he definitely will do it. So, all right, let me. I'll show you another one of my breeder boys.
I didn't even see that. Sherry said in Alberta they are rat-free. No rats in Alberta.
Canada.
All right. So this is Banana Clown.
Nice.
And he's actually been pairing with the Dragonfly girl. Oh, he's seeing all that heat coming off the screen. Looks like.
Oh yeah, they'll sense that shit. I got a GoPro 7. That thing gets hot. You can't even get anywhere around the snakes. They'll just bite it.
Yeah, there you go. He's
I hate the GoPro 7
now. It's like he's seeing himself on the screen, I think.
Yep.
So, but he's been putting in some work for me. I guess you guys will probably see a pattern here in a minute. Bring out another one of my other breeders here.
What you doing over there?
Looking at these pretty snakes.
You ain't got a lot to make friends, just to keep them.
What are you doing over there? Taking a drink?
Getting a drink at Powerade, yeah.
There you go. He is a pastel spot nose clown.
Nice.
What's up, Uber?
He was produced by Bob's Balls.
Welcome, Jason. Nice.
So, and he's actually started putting in some work for me as well. I actually would really love to have a spot nose clown without the pastel. So he's actually been going to a normal het clown female lately.
Nice.
So, all right, well, let me show you a couple of my girls, and then since I've been showing off several of the boys here, hold on.
Sure.
We don't want nobody getting jealous around there. Somebody asked, how old was the last boy?
I'm sorry?
How old was the last boy?
He is about 11 months old.
Right on. The grow guy asked.
He's from Oklahoma.
All right, this little lady. Hopefully you guys like Desert Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
So this is a pastel inchy chocolate Desert Ghost female.
Well, damn.
And she's wanting to be a little camera shy. And just with most Desert Ghosts, they just keep looking better and better with age. There we go. All right. A lot of people come over, usually like this girl pretty good. This is a Cypress red stripe female.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
good.
Yeah, that's way cool pattern.
Very nice.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I don't know if I'm getting too
fire
now. What's that?
Bringing out that fire now. That's beautiful.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites here. That's for sure. Cypress to me is definitely one of my favorite genes out there to work with. I love Cypress. I also love Bongo Gene as well. So, but my prized Bongo male, my super OD Bongo male, of course, is in shed.
Okay, Mary.
She's out. Dinner is being served. Let's talk about dinner.
Grab one more here.
You can't see me, Justin?
Nope.
I can see you.
How do you do that? Oh, well, because you're the host.
All right, I got one more here that's a little female. This one's a lot smaller than the other. She's pretty young. And this is a bamboo cypress. Oh, here we go.
Nice.
Nice. That works together real well.
Cypress is one of the first genes I've seen that'll really tear up that bamboo really good. Really take a bite out of that strong bamboo.
Nice. That's crazy.
I like that because it works good with bamboo. So.
Absolutely, cypress and bamboo just were meant to be together.
There's some jeans I just don't like with bamboo, you know. But
I think leopard and probably ultramel would probably be what I'd like to go.
Leopard goes good with everything. I'm telling you, leopard goes good with anything.
Yeah, leopard does go good with a whole lot of stuff, doesn't it? All right, let's see here.
What's up, little business reptile?
Welcome, welcome.
Right, modern. That's nice, huh?
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. Any ultramel fans out there? This little ultramel female. She's probably sitting about 800-900 grams now.
Right. That's going to be real popular too.
Yeah, I've seen a few on Justin's page that were cypress, fire, yellow bellies, I believe, ultramels, and they are just incredible. So that might be the route I might go later on, but as of right now, I do have a bamboo ultramel that was actually produced by Rob at KY Constrictors.
Yep.
That I will be putting to this girl. Oh, give me just 1 second. My phone looks like the battery's getting low. Give me just a second.
Sure. Nice snakes right there, boy.
Sorry, I guess I should have planned ahead for that.
Oh, ain't no big deal.
Getting a little bit of mini tour of the room.
Nice. Oh yeah, you got them herpestats up there. Nice.
Yeah, herpestats is mainly what I use. Not for any other reason than they just seem to work very, very, very well.
Yeah, I like them because you can, you get the 4 and the 6, and you can run so many things with one thermostat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see behind me, right over here. That's a 6 right there, and then that's a 2, and then my ARS rack. That's a herpstat 4 up there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I love them. I love my herpestat. I mean, I don't think I go with anything else since I've had them. I mean, they just work so well, and you can run so many different, like you said with the 6, you can run 6 different racks if you want to, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly. And all that, those sea serpents racks there, those are all run off that one rack there, or
right.
That one stat. So, I don't like to have more than, at least with the sea serpents, like a 5-tub rack. I like it on its own heat. I don't want to run a whole another rack. Because I've just, temperature gradient from top to bottom is just really bad. like the Herpstat 4 I went ahead and bought for this ARS rack. They had shipped me a long power strip, to run everything off one stat. And I've seen a few people do that, or even off a Herpstat 2. But, when I got breeders in there, I like to have my breeders a little bit more cool. I don't want to cook the sperm. So I like to keep them just a little bit cooler. So I like to be able to dial in the temperatures on most of the levels. So I have my top 3 levels on one, then the next 3 on one, and then 2 down, and then the bottom 2 both on their own their own temperature settings.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, they work good, and they get the alarms and everything, and you can run humidity with them. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do with them.
Right. Well, luckily with this building so far, I haven't had any issues with the humidity. I actually have a humidifier sitting right here on the floor next to me, and I've only seen it turn on maybe once or twice, and that's because I was running the AC in the building. That dried the air out a little bit. So, but it stays pretty good out here in this building. Just spraying down the tubs, every couple of days to keep the humidity up in the room just seems to pretty much do the trick. So,
right on.
But of course, I don't have a fancy incubator or anything. I did the whole conversion with that's my incubator right there, the Coca-Cola.
Oh, that's all that works.
Yeah. So, but I made the mistake the first time I built it. I put the wide heat tape down the back and then across the bottom, and I kept getting all that condensation on the front, up front all the time. So I went ahead and once the incubator finally got emptied out, I went ahead and pulled all that heat tape out and then ran it down both sides, and the bottom never had that problem again.
Right.
Right on.
So I guess I might do when I incubate, I kind of do the Matt from Olympus Reptiles style. I put a large tub of water in the bottom of the incubator, and then so even if by some chance the water that I put in the tub dries out, I don't use press and seal or anything like that. So airflow comes right through there. So the humidity level on the outside of the egg tub is the same as it is on the inside. So, it really keeps the humidity well, but knock on wood, I've never run out of, water in there.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far as people, I've actually had people ask me, if I use perlite or vermiculite, and the answer is yes. I've used both. It doesn't really matter. As a matter of fact, I've used both together in the same tub, because what most people don't think get is it doesn't matter. You could put rocks in there. It's just a matter of keeping the eggs up off the water that's needed for the humidity is all that's really important. You can use sponges. I've seen people literally, use like a little level and then just pour water in there and then just put the eggs on a rack that sits right above just plain water, and it's all the same.
Yeah, I would want something in there to stop any splash. I think I would have to have some kind of media inside.
Which is why
I wouldn't just do water. That's
right. That's why I do use either vermiculite or perlite or both. Whatever's on sale at the store, that's the one I'll get. Wherever I can get cheap. Perlite's usually a lot cheaper because you can usually get a lot more of it. Because vermiculite is really super fine and the perlite's more chunky.
Yeah.
So my perlite tends to last a lot longer.
Yeah, I mix them both together.
Right. Yeah.
It works perfect for me.
Right. As a matter of fact, I have two tubs in the incubator right now that has both of it, both vermiculite.
Yeah, Jason says he uses rocks.
Right. Exactly. Whatever that keeps the eggs up off the water. That's all you need.
And think about it. Use rocks. You never have to buy any again.
Yeah. I would just hope that they would kind of wash them off in between.
Yeah. Clean them up and then use them.
Hopefully.
Hopefully they will wash the rocks off, just in case, because you don't want any mold growing on those rocks.
Right.
So that would be
Mr. J, welcome.
And honestly, you can use perlite or your vermiculite over and over, just, as long as you cleaned it really well, as long as you rinsed it out real good, you can put it right back in there. It's not a problem.
Right. Oh yeah.
But let me just be clear about something. I still consider myself a newbie. I am no expert. All I can tell people is how I do things.
Well, exactly. Everybody in here knows that too. So.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
That's why we're sharing all this knowledge, to where it's like, we try to say, to build knowledge and then go with a deal instead of just taking one person's opinion and running with it.
Absolutely.
Take 10 people's opinion, put it together, and then run with it.
And
the more people that you get opinions from, the more you can wade through the bad advice, I think.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Because you're going to have one guy that's way extreme over this way and one guy over here that does it this way, and then a bunch of people that's right in here doing it this way or some way similar. And that's where that's where the good advice lies is in that middle ground.
And it's whatever works for you. What works for you.
100%.
And people deliver things differently too. So, I mean, somebody may explain it a little bit different that makes more sense to you than the way they explain it, but they could be explaining the same thing. But just, people do things a little different. So it's always good to.
That's right.
Yeah,
exactly. So, but, Mason, I agree with you. That would make me nervous too, to just put it over water, just from what Chris said, splashing, you don't want to take that risk of splashing.
Yeah, I would have to have something. Yeah, I would have to have some kind of a wave break. There's no way I would risk run water.
Right. But any way that you can kind of take a peek in there without popping that tub open 100 times, because that's another, I think, mistake people make too. When you put those eggs in there, man, leave them alone.
Oh yeah, he's got me on that a few times too. When I first got my incubator going and all that, he's remembered, don't be looking and don't be messing with that shit every day. Just let it go. Do its testing.
Have a couple of temp and humidity monitors in the incubator. If you want to put one in the tub, that's great too. But
I'm still testing right now. I think I'll test all the way up until the last minute. Just leave it in there and see how long it'll actually keep temperature with what was in there when I started. And so I think I'll just run it out. A lot of people just test and then shut it off. I think I'm just going to leave mine going. Just keep
leave
going
mine on 24/7, 365, even if there's nothing in there. But I'll also leave tubs in there as well.
Right.
You never know. I've literally got a call from somebody one time. Hey, my snake just laid eggs. I don't have an incubator. Can I bring them to your house? All right. They need to understand, you know what I mean? They're still their responsibility, not mine.
Right.
But and speaking of incubation, I don't know, some people on here, I don't know if they follow me on Instagram or not, but I did post a photo of a kinked baby. It was the first time I actually had to cull a snake. It was actually heartbreaking. It was kinked pretty bad in 2 spots, and then its abdomen kind of grew around the kinks, and it was pretty bad. And it was a beautiful snake. So. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the bad side, unfortunately.
Yeah, first time I had a baby not come out perfectly healthy, and during incubation I don't know if you heard about the hurricane that kind of hit out here in Myrtle Beach area and kind of knocked power out here for a couple of days, and I did not have a backup generator ready to go at that time. This building had just been put up. And
what's up, Hector?
What's that?
I tell Hector hi. Money Reptiles.
So so I did. I lost my first one. It was kind of heartbreaking, but be back at it. I always have tubs prepped and ready in the incubator. I've got a couple of them there now, but I have one girl that is literally due to lay any day now. She's actually at day 31 after pre-lay shed. So hopefully she'll be going. She's a red striped yellow belly, and she was paired to my Inchy Asphalt male. So hoping for some OD Mardi Gras, but
Oh yeah, nice.
At this point, to be honest, I'll just be thrilled with healthy babies.
Exactly. Yeah. That was my whole goal too. People always tell me, "What are your goals?" Healthy babies. I just want to go through the whole process and get everything right as far as I can, to my abilities, and that's it. Yeah. It's my only goals,
So when did your temperature get down in your incubator?
At the time, like I said, this building had just been put up, so I hadn't moved the incubator out here yet. So it was in the house, and the house is air conditioned, and I think the lowest the incubator got was probably like 70 something degrees. It was like 75, 76 degrees it dropped down to in the incubator. So, and then, once the power comes back on, man, that's a serious temp change. That heat tape heats up, massive heat spike, even though it's only spiking it back up to where it was before. You never know. You never know. But, at the same time, it was a first-time mom. It was a first-time dad. There could have been issues there as well. So, it was a recipe for disaster all the way around. And then the power outage surely didn't help anything.
Right.
So.
But I mean, how many was in the litter? It was just the one that had the kink? In the clutch?
Yeah, there were 7 eggs in the clutch. 3 were slugs. There was one that looked good. Then I candled it. Nothing. No veins. Then the others that were left made it in the incubator. One kind of just died along the way. And one was kinked. And one of the other babies is right over there. And she's actually fine.
It kind of sounds like maybe just right from the beginning, a bad deal all the way around,
Oh yeah. So, it was a perfect storm of a lot of things could have went wrong. So,
Right.
And it was like anything that could go wrong did go wrong with that particular pairing in that clutch. So, but anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Exactly right.
It's you just gotta stick to your plans and I still enjoy this hobby a lot and love these snakes, and it's just so much fun. And to be honest with you, I think the passion for this comes from even my youth. I used to collect baseball cards. I've always collected something throughout my life, and now right. It's something that can pay you back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you have a hobby that'll eventually pay for itself or even start paying you somewhat, that's pretty exciting to do. And like even back when I was a kid, when you open that pack of baseball cards and you're looking for those special inserts or whatever, that's like cutting eggs, or seeing what's coming out of them eggs. You're looking for those special ones, so. And you feel like you won the lottery when like a firefly clown comes out,
Nice.
Got the holographic card we did.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
The special foil
the holographic card.
That's right. Limited edition signed Cal Ripken Jr. card,
There you
go. Just right inside of there, look.
So what's your biggest clutch to try and go for this year?
Probably the Orange Dream Mardi Gras at the moment. That Firefly Blade Clown to that Super Chocolate Mojave girl. That's probably the most anticipated. I actually have a few people that are anticipating that clutch as well. That are hoping, to see what comes out of it. So.
Oh, right.
Nice.
If she lays 6 eggs, I'll be good. They'll all be spoken for immediately. If she lays more than that, that'll be magic to me. Because at worst, I'm going to get a chocolate head clown, and I have several people that are in line waiting for those at the moment. So,
right.
Especially now since Justin posted those super chocolate clowns, everybody seems to be wanting to hop on that chocolate bandwagon.
Oh yeah.
So
that's how that works. Yeah,
they're amazing snakes. They are amazing snakes for sure. Thanks, Mason.
Yeah, them are pretty. Hopefully you hit it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that male, my asphalt inchy male, has actually now been pairing with my inchy asphalt vertigo female. Now, don't ask me much about vertigo. I don't know that much about it. I bought her from Anya at Snake Eyes. It's like a newer gene that they're proving out at the moment. So I don't know a whole lot about it other than she's pretty spectacular looking for an inchy asphalt.
Yeah.
When I put him next to her, you can tell her colors are just so much more vibrant and clean. I would compare it to something more along the lines like Gene X or something like that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
At least that's up to my knowledge. So
interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some of that stuff for sure.
But hang on a second. I'll grab her real quick. You can see if you guys think she looks better than a regular inchy asphalt. Let's see.
Sure. You sleeping over there?
Nope.
Oh, I thought maybe you're going to sleep over
there. Yeah, I don't know. Just reading on my hate mail. Just reading on my hate mail. You know how it works.
Your hate mail.
Today's been bad for some reason.
What's up, Venom?
Venom Wonderful, welcome.
Rockstar
status.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
That camera's really not picking up quite how bright that she is, but you can really kind of see, especially on the on the dorsal, just super kind of pixelated. She's definitely a lot brighter than it looks on camera to me. So
nice.
Looks good.
But she's also got a lot of this. I don't know if you can see all the blushing that comes through with this gene.
Right. Oh yeah.
But
yeah, I like that pixelated look.
So, and honestly, actually, that's a pretty good little lesson there too. When if you're looking for asphalts versus yellow bellies,
yep,
that's a dead giveaway. Like let me show you. Like a lot of yellow bellies will have the flaming, that come up the sides,
right.
Like right there and whatnot. But the asphalts, when they get just a little bit of age to them, they really speckle out big time, where the yellow bellies are actually very clean. So it's a pretty good sign of an asphalt versus a yellow belly. It's something that I had the privilege of learning from someone who works a lot with asphalts.
Right.
Told me they can differentiate between the two fairly easy, especially once the snake hits about 200 to 300 grams. So.
Oh, yeah, that's good to know.
Hell yeah. How you doing tonight, Venom? Did you see his last video?
Of course.
Yeah, he grabbed that thing. He had no problem with that frozen thought at all. None.
He hit that like a ton of bricks, dude.
I don't even think the snake had time to know if it was frozen thought or not.
No, it didn't.
He reacted too damn fast for himself to even know if it was worried about it.
I'll show another one of my girls off here. All right.
Sure.
Who knows what this girl?
Or please do.
This is just a pastel red stripe het clown female. And she actually just had her first lock the other day with that spot nose clown.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
But red stripes I really dig. They these, I don't know if you can see like the spots. Like a lot of the red stripes will have those little, like right in between the alien heads. These right here.
Right.
Like every red stripe that I have has those.
Really?
Nice.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Got a question mark on it too.
Yeah. Actually, I have another have a pretty cool emoji snake that's not a pied.
Not a pied.
Not a pied.
Not a pied.
Usually all them damn emojis are always on the pieds.
Hell no, you didn't see that question mark?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, so this girl is a high intensity OD het clown, and there you go. You
see nice. That is way cool.
Right?
That's awesome.
That's an Xbox controller, ain't it?
It looks kind of like it. It almost looks like the old Yuck stickers back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, I guess back in the day, they still have those?
Yeah, I think it looks like that pouty face emoji,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It does for sure.
So. Oh, that's cool. It's an alien from Astro.
Here you go. Anybody like bongo out there? This is an Orange Dream bongo.
Nice.
Very nice.
I love how it really just elongates all the...
Yeah. Nice.
So.
Oh, we got some. I haven't heard of vertigo. Well, you might someday.
Yeah, like I said, the only people I know that have it at the moment are Snake Eyes Exotics.
Right.
I actually picked that snake up at Tinley Park and inquired about it because I'd never heard of vertigo myself. So. All right, so this little girl here, this is the snake that won the wife over. She is
that's the key snake right there.
Pastel coral glow pet clown. I produced her about 1.5 years ago.
Nice.
She's just super friendly.
Hell yeah.
Just awesome markings. You can never have too much coral glow or banana, I don't think, in your collection.
Nope, that means you'll have that one for life.
Oh, this girl's not going anywhere. Oh, I would be in real trouble if I ever sold this one.
So I just grabbed the wrong snake. It was an accident.
Yeah, I would be in the doghouse for a long time if I sold this girl. This is by far, and it's named after her too as well. Her name's.
Oh yeah, then you're really in trouble then.
Yeah, so this is Maggie, and those two have bonded. She was actually terrified of snakes before we got together. So now she'll actually come out and bring friends out here, pull snakes out of the tub herself, show them off.
Oh, nice.
So it's it's pretty nice. But yeah.
I don't know. I don't think there's one snake I got that I wouldn't sell for the money.
I'm sorry? There's one snake you have what?
There's not one snake in my collection I wouldn't sell if the money was right.
Oh, is that I have I probably have only about 3 or 4 of those that even if it was stupid money, they couldn't go anywhere, and this is one of them. The other would be my original girl. Matter of fact, let me pull her out real quick.
Right on.
Even for 50,000?
I would have to say probably not.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to be talking to the wife about that. It's like, damn, come on. It's like, come on. You know what we can do?
A lot of money.
Now, the wife might say you.
Oh, I've seen that. That was good. Did we get a little strike there?
Yeah, no, she didn't strike, but she definitely turned her head up at me.
I seen you move quick. That gets to be, you know.
She's been pairing, so she's always hungry as well. But she is. I don't know if you can see how dark she is.
Oh yeah.
People tell me they thought she was chocolate, but I have chocolate in the collection, and I don't think she's chocolate. But she definitely passed on this dark gene to her babies, and she has.
That's the one you were talking about in the beginning, then.
Yeah, this is the girl I got from my ex-wife that belonged to the guy in the military, and when he moved away, I mean he, you know.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Yeah, we could not. You know, there was no way to contact him once he moved away. I didn't get any forwarding information. She's sitting about 3,000 grams.
Nice.
I don't know if that size kind of really comes across
Oh yeah.
on the camera, but she is a big girl, and she is super dark.
I love that stripe too. It's just so black. It's beautiful.
Yeah, she's had almost no. Not almost no dorsal markings at all.
That's how that male was. I sold that normal male was almost that color like that.
Yeah.
So as of now, I'm considering her normal, but she's got like these. I don't know if you can see all these little marks that come up, which is a lot like het red xanthic.
Right.
But like I said, I don't know where he got her from. Or anything else really about her. So as of now, I consider her a normal, just a really dark normal, even though a lot of her babies came out pretty dark. So. But yeah, she's, like I said, this is the original. This is the one that started it all for me. So, of course, you know, nobody's going to really offer 50 grand for it, but you know.
All right. But you know.
But you know,
yeah, he's all within reason.
Let me just say, 50 grand, she'd probably have to go. But
sold. Yeah, right, sold.
But I'll tell you, I would not sell her for 5,000.
No, but if Maggie found out,
it got up around 10. I might actually have to start considering it. But
yeah, because you got to put this in the equation too. Maggie be going, what? You're not going to let that thing go? You better sell that damn thing for that price.
Yeah.
You got to look at that. You got to look at that price too.
You're right about that.
If my wife had a favorite snake and I turned down 50 grand because I said it was her snake, she'd slap me, I'm sure.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, she'd go, what the hell are you thinking?
She would, she'd be like, that would have paid off my car.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You know, it's funny, too, because, you know, when I was younger, I had a really incredible 68 Mustang Fastback.
Oh, damn.
And now I'm the guy driving the truck, and she has the 2019 Cobra Mustang. You know, it's 700 horsepower, some ridiculous Mustang. Like it's
he's on some ridiculous damn thing.
Yeah, it's orange, metallic.
You're a pretty good guy, Keith. Said all that.
I mean, it's got this performance pack in it, you know, where it has little switches that'll change it from, you know, comfort to drag to track. It has all these different modes in it. I don't know, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the next level up from the GT. So, but she loves it, man. I'm gonna tell you, it's a miracle to me that she hasn't gotten tickets in it yet, or at least that I know of. So,
I knew you had one. I knew you had one flaw. You just said it. You like Ford, so.
Oh yeah, I drive an F-150. I wouldn't own another truck.
Oh, come on. Even if you don't like Fords, you got to love a Mustang.
No, I had a 68 Camaro SS, dude, so there ain't no.
I don't care. You got to love
Well, you know, put it this way. I used to have a really nice Corvette as well, so.
See? You just got to love the art of the Mustang is the muscle car. You don't really call it a Ford. You don't really call it like a Chevy.
So it's a
It's a muscle car.
Right.
Huh?
Is hers a Roush edition?
It is not a Roush edition. It's actually, I don't even
Must
know.
be between the Roush and the GT then, huh? Like
no,
the Cobra?
there's another special edition. I don't know. It has like T's or something on the side of it. I don't know. Some kind of special edition.
It's got some damn T's on the side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anybody who knows Mustangs or is into that scene would know what that
I
is.
guess they got the Cobra and the GT and all that.
Yeah, I mean it's got that same package that the GT 350 Shelby's has.
I got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Without being a Shelby, of course. You know, those are very, very expensive.
Right.
But this one was too. This one was pretty outrageous. But she was driving a Hemi Charger for a while. So and she'll be the first one to tell you that Mustang would leave that Charger behind pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
I bet.
The horsepower difference probably isn't all that much, but the Mustang's just so much lighter than that Charger was. That Charger's a big body car.
Yes.
And that was a nice car too. That Charger was pretty nice too. So, but no, I'll stick with my F-150, man. I love it. You know, if I buy another vehicle before I die, it'll probably be just another F-150.
Right.
You know, I can't be with that. I move too much stuff. You know, I gotta go down to the feed store and buy all my rodent feed. You know, the FRM, and then you know, I pack all the supplies. It's so easy just to throw it in the bed of the truck and you're on your way. So.
Oh yeah.
But
that's what I need to do is get another truck. I had one and got rid of it because I had a company truck for so long. You know, so you get spoiled having a company truck that's free gas, everything. You know. Well, then when everything kind of went south here because of COVID, well, I'm thinking, dang, you know.
Right.
Because I had a 2500 Chevrolet, you know, 4-door, man. I loved it. Dude,
like, yeah, now I got to get shot.
Yeah. I mean, you know, as long as you get one that wasn't built on Friday afternoon, you think you're all right.
Maybe.
Nice.
Or Monday.
Yeah. But. You know, I won't get into that whole Ford, Chevy, Dodge debate.
No, I was just giving you crap.
Yeah.
They all have a flaw.
You know.
It is funny, though. Well, yeah, everybody likes their cars. But when you get into the era of those cars, it doesn't matter what they are. They're just all nice cars.
All classics are good classics, you know. I mean, I don't care if it's you know, Camaro, Mustang, GTX, you know, Dart, Roadrunner, it don't make a shit. You really want to be honest
there you go. Absolutely.
Dodge had shit anyway, you know. I mean,
well, yeah.
But I will say though, for me, you know, when it comes to American muscle, I mean, there's just no comparison to Corvette to me. I mean, that's the ultimate
63
American car to me. So, but of course, I used to own one. That was probably one of my favorite vehicles that I've owned. So, but I love my truck. I will admit.
Yeah. I think I'd have to go with the 70 Chevelle.
I had a 70 SS Chevelle 396 4-speed.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Chevelles have always had in my heart for the most part.
6 figures.
Yeah.
But you know, I've always wanted to. I've never built a vet. I always wanted to build a vet, and I want like the Stingray body style. Now I'm going to cut it right up because I know it pisses a lot of Corvette guys off when you hack them up, cut the hoods and all that. That's the kind of guy I am. You know, I want a big.
I'm a hood cutting guy.
No, I want nothing original. I want a big ton ram sticking out. I want to cut it all up and make it fast. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to figure at least.
I got a buddy that's just like you.
At least it's fiberglass. At least it's fiberglass. You can always replace those if you need to.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's just like that. He'll take a perfectly good car. He'll primer that sumbitch with a beautiful paint job on it. He'll just primer that sumbitch because he loves the color primer. Cut a big old hole in the hood and shit. It's like, what are you doing? You know, it's like, nope. It's got to have that look. And to this day, when I see him drive by, he could change 10 cars. If I see the right car go by, I'll know who it is. It just cracks me up.
Well, because I want to build it up as a fast hot rod. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like old school, not this new shit. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just, you know, I've always been into hot rod. I'm not into making original. I went to school with the kid. He was in my class, and his grandpa gave him a 64.5 Mustang.
Damn.
Or it's 65. I'm sorry, 65. And it's all original, dude. You know, and their house caught on fire, and his grandpa went over and pushed it out of the goddamn garage and everything. You know, he still has that car today. You know, it's all original. You know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean,
I'd have pushed it out the garage myself too. Yeah.
But
yeah.
But you know,
like, what are you doing? I'm pushing the car out. Damn it.
Man, speaking of house fires, oh my goodness, how many? I mean, just in the last few years, I've heard of so many people in this hobby having house fires. It's like, golly, is everybody building wooden racks and having tape failure or burning their houses down or what? What is going on? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I heard JT from Reptiles. I heard it was a refrigerator fault.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was told anyway. Now, it wasn't from his collection or nothing, but that's what I heard. It went bad.
Yeah.
It's just, it sucks. And then, of course, the other guy on Instagram, I think his house burned down because of the forest fires.
Oh,
yeah, the rad pythons. I think, he got caught in the forest fires in Oregon.
Was he able to? Well, he wasn't able to get any of his collection out or anything, or?
I don't know about none of that. I just know their house got destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister, she could see the fires from her house. She lives out in California, but they got the one that was getting close to her under control before it reached her home.
I think Rad was in Oregon, or wasn't he in Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon. Yeah, Oregon.
Yeah, it's been burned over 1 million acres there. You know, so I mean,
wow.
It's unreal. Yeah, all the fires are just crazy.
Oh yeah, my sister lives in Southern California, so
it's bad forestry management. Is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm serious. I mean, it's no different than the Dust Bowl. You know, same as agricultural land. They fixed that.
Well, you know, I mean, if they don't go in there and do controlled burns, it's gonna burn. Like
We do it in Oklahoma.
Sure.
We do controlled burns in Oklahoma every year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you have to. But you know, there's other countries that do the same thing. They got trees older than that. You just got to pull that old deadwood stuff out that's laying around. That's nothing but a fire, dude. You know, it's just
absolutely.
Every year they have fires. Start doing a little conservation out there in your forestry, and you'll a lot of that'll be stopped. You know,
at least slow it down a little.
They're just using all their money out there to restrict people from doing other stuff, and I guess having a whole bunch of laws where to limit
California is so weird. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I grew up from the time I was 11 till I went in the Army. I lived in Monterey, California. I'm pretty familiar. You know, it's funny. I see. I'm still friends with a lot of folks on Facebook, and interesting to see their point of view on a lot of things. To be so extremely different than my own, you know.
Yeah.
So, speaking of politics, I probably shouldn't voice any opinions on politics. However, I will say this: there's one political party out there who recently tried to sneak in legislation in a new bill that luckily was caught by some people that help protect us. That a lot of us know as U.S. ARC. I'll just say they're not red color on the states when they're voted for, and it basically would have overturned all the legal wins from U.S. ARC and the Lacey Act. So, you know, anybody out there who is blue, just know that the people you're voting for want to take your reptiles.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Sucks.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. Now, I mean, that's true. I mean,
DMJ, welcome.
You got to look at every side, everything you got to look at. You know, I mean, do you like guns? Do you like reptiles?
Well, I'm a yes on both of those, I have a lot of both of them. So, you know,
I don't want to lose either one of them. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
Yeah.
Don't want to lose either one of them. You know.
Oh, absolutely. But you know, it's tough being on middle ground. You know, when you see and you know that there is, you know, certain biases out there, and there's, you know, social injustice and stuff like that. I mean, it's obvious that it happens, you know, or that you could believe in climate change, but you know, so I mean, but if you believe in a couple things over here, but 90% of everything else you believe in is over there, what are you supposed to do?
Right.
You know, I can see arguments from both sides, but what's a shame nowadays is people just have forgotten just to be kind to one another. Like that's why I have to stay off Facebook. I have to stay off Facebook because you know there's so much
Facebook's the devil.
I see said on there that most people would never say to somebody else's face. Because if they did,
they say it's so hateful too. They I don't know how it comes out so hateful, but man, they just dig and dig at people, and it's like, holy shit, I hate that place. I do. Well, Facebook is the devil.
It's a lot of it too is it's the media. You know, they just anything Trump does, they twist it or do it don't matter. They take that one little bit out and bash them. You know, they're for the far left, but just like even I watched bits and pieces of that last night after the show, and they didn't fact check nobody. You know, and everything that Trump said with Biden was true. His kid did get kicked out of the military for cocaine. He was a drug user. He was this.
Hey, at least Biden did admit to that.
He finally did because he had to, but you have to fact check it, you know, because the Proud Boys, they're not a white supremacist group.
All other things that a president should do, number one priority should be safety of the country. Yes. Safety, period.
Oh, 100%.
The man would not say anything positive about law enforcement. He would not even remotely say he supports the police. He would not just go there. So to me, how in the world can you vote for a man who could care less about your safety and is more worried about, you know, winning an election than, you know, keeping people from burning and looting cities? You know, for me, it's trouble.
It's insane.
I'm sure we've all had our run-in with the law when we was younger, and you know when you're younger, but if you don't have law enforcement, this country will go to hell. I mean, we all know that.
Yeah, I mean, they don't need to defund the police. If anything, they need to increase funding to the police 3 or 4 times over so they all have the proper training. I think all police should be, they should all be experts or at least a blue belt in martial arts. You know, you know, you can't have these guys out there with like 12 or 16 weeks of training, whatever it is, out on the streets trying to defend their own selves against people who are literally attacking them in the streets now. It's unbelievable.
He said last night, every policeman, they ought to have like a social worker ride around with them. And I thought,
you
know, what are you going to do? I mean, there's people that are just going to come at you, dude. What are you going to do? Put the social worker?
This whole election, the worst part about the whole thing is everybody's more about trying to hate who's running, and not the topics about what's going on.
Well,
all the focus is on hating all these people and this and that. Oh, he's going to do this. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, no matter who's in those seats. It's still going to go down the way that they want it to go down.
Well,
so I mean, all it is a hype show.
With these debates. I mean, really,
it's a hype show.
Is there really somebody out there right now that's undecided? Are these debates going to change anybody's mind to one side or the other?
No,
it just brings out drama.
That's right.
People love drama.
It's just, you know, for the media, it's fantastic because it's television.
That's all. It's funny because that's all I seen all over the media day was the president is backing white supremacist groups, the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys is, if anybody don't know who they are, they're a group of veterans, military veterans, and people of all race and color. There's a guy that runs a Florida chapter. He's half Puerto Rican and half black. There's other black people in it. You're calling them a white supremacist group when they have black people, Cuban people, Mexican, you know, all ethnics of people.
But
how
Chris,
is that white?
Because it makes a sensational story and it gets traction. I actually literally saw somebody today on Instagram share a story that literally said almost verbatim what you just said, that Trump, talking to white supremacist group or something, which was ridiculous and not true.
There were military veterans in there. I mean, they have an American flag, so we're white supremacists. I couldn't, but
it's all nonsense.
It's nonsense, dude.
But all that being said, I will say this as well. We've never had a less presidential president probably in the history of this country who just, the man just doesn't know how to act right. I don't think he quite understands how to be gracious or how to be above all the poor speak about him. He takes just entirely too much stuff so personal. I mean, he's probably the most attacked president. I mean, Obama was attacked a lot too, but nowhere near the level that Trump has been. But at the same time, it's a shame when there are some views on the other side that I totally agree with. But at any rate, unfortunately, again, it's pick your poison. And this time,
it's
to me,
always
it's
pick your poison, though.
Yeah,
it's always pick your poison. That's the thing. It's always the same thing, but it's just more dramaed up with the names that are there now.
It is, but bottom line is, if you really want to look at it, numbers don't lie, and Trump's numbers are real. I mean, what he's done for the economy, what he's done with
what channel you watch, man.
Well, if I watch CNN, they're going to tell me they. But I mean, North Korea hasn't tested.
Okay, welcome.
Missile in over 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a businessman.
Absolutely.
So I think he's good for business because he doesn't do that political shit. I think he goes in as a businessman. You know what I mean? I think sometimes you need a businessman in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of politics, and of course, he was never a politician, so he shouldn't be there anyway. So I mean, that's the way they look at it.
Well, I'm sure people probably didn't log on here to watch a political debate, so I'm gonna reverse a little bit. You were talking about how in our younger days, everybody kind of gets in trouble with the law and whatnot, but sometimes when you're young, you learn things that you can put into use in your older age.
Oh yeah.
Like how to properly ventilate a rodent area when you don't have your own rodent building. If you're going to do rodent area in a basement or your garage, or like me in this building right here, there are certain things you can do to help ventilate your building, and hopefully everybody else will enjoy this as well. So instead of cutting great big holes for big fans, what you need is
I can't wait to see
this system right here.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That is called
carbon
a
filter,
Sun, and this is a carbon air filter with another filter wrapped over the top of it, and it just shoots right out the wall right there.
They're commonly used in the marijuana industry.
There you go. That's exactly right. That's pothead engineering right there.
Exactly. No, that's exactly what that is. Yeah. No, that's.
And you know what? That's the best thing. Nothing works better than that to ventilate your rodent area, keep the smell down, especially if you're breeding rodents in your house. It's just a small hole in the wall with a dryer vent hookup, and man, I'm gonna tell you what.
And you can get all that on Amazon.
You can't even tell, man. I had that. You hook that up, you can be in the next room. You never even.
You can get everything for that on Amazon. All the piping, the filters, everything, the fans, everything.
Everything comes with that. When you order that VivoSun, you can get it with the container, with the outer filter as well.
Nice.
And it also comes with the dryer vent hose. The only thing you actually need to do is go to Lowe's and buy the exterior vent.
Hook up right up. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
I mean, Donnie's got that in his room too, and we built a board for his window and just bit a hole in it. And it works fine, dude. I mean, it helps. I mean, a lot. Absolutely.
Same exact thing. Yeah. And that's all you need to do. Then you can just put a board in the window and put the dryer vent right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, I'm going to tell you what. Yeah, I've got that. I don't know if you saw, I have it on a timer. So it turns itself on every 2 hours for 15 minutes. And man, I walk in the building most of the time. I literally walk in the door, which is on that side of the building. and you can't even smell them. You wouldn't
That's
even
good.
know that they were in the building most of the time, except you walk in and see them. So, but that carbon air filter is what is the magic, because that protects the motor. Because without that dual filter system that's on there, you know, all the
a lot of
a
lot of people will a lot of people will look through like the rodent industry. What do they have for this, that? It's not. You look in the 420 industry, and those carbon filters are everywhere. Any sizes, different fans. So don't search like, you know, if you're looking into them, look towards that industry to have them, because it's not really, I don't think it's quite a rodent product yet, is it? Does anybody sell them as far as like the rodent people?
It's built as a ventilation system, I believe, for a greenhouse, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Well, it's for the smell of, to cover the smells of the weed, but
So,
I mean, if you're looking for them.
Well, you know, or flowers or whatever you're growing.
Yeah. Well, no, it's I don't want nobody to go look to like Reptile Basics and they can't find this carbon filter
They
anywhere.
are not going to find that on Reptile.
Yeah,
Basics.
you got it. Yeah, you got to look in the 420 industries for those things.
That's exactly right.
Sure.
But I'm gonna now that one's the 6 inch. I know they make them in 8 inches.
Eight
they make them in 4s. That's the 6. I didn't want to drill that big of a hole in my wall, so I went with the 6. And I believe I'm thinking that thing was like $125.
Yeah, and that's nice then. Yeah, with the
like
fan and everything.
$125. That's, you know, Amazon Prime delivered.
You can't beat that at all.
There is a whole lot more Mason. You know.
Oh yeah.
But
you know, how to show that.
Yeah, there you go, DMJ. Exactly. Yeah, with those carbon filters, man. I mean, that makes all the difference in the world. So
yeah, they're not that expensive.
They are not. I mean, when you consider how much air that thing moves.
Yes.
Well, and if you get the right filter, you can buy those carbon filter wraps that are really cheap. You just put right around it. You can throw them out every now and then, or it's cheaper.
I have 2 of those. So when I pull one off every 2 weeks, I'll pull that one off, put the new one on, throw the other one in the washing machine.
Yep.
Because they're cloth.
Clean it out.
You know, throw them in the washer and dryer, bring it out here. 2 weeks later, switch it back out. And honestly, it doesn't even need to be done that often. Probably about once a month. I'm just a little bit more, I guess, anal about keeping that. But speaking of being anal about things, I was watching another breeder on an interview. It was Full Throttle Reptiles, and she said she changes her waters out every other day. Like I was
for snake water.
Yeah. Every 2 days. My jaw hit the floor. I ain't got time for all that. How often do you guys change your water?
Once a week.
I do twice a week sometimes, but usually it's once a week. Everybody gets fresh water once a week.
Well, I add to the water. Yeah, but I actually physically will wipe out the water bowls, do all that once a week.
Absolutely. Me too. Well, the ones that with water bowls, get them once a week. And then the ARS rack, they get complete water change, cup change once a week. Now, unless, of course, I check them every day, clean, spot clean.
Well, yeah.
Every day. But if the bowl is dirty, they got substrate in it, of course, I'm going to dump that water and put fresh water in it, you know, even if that happens daily. But, you know, but total
just
water.
on a normal, on a normal.
I don't know how Alyssa how she's got the time with her size collection to do that every 2 days.
I do my hatchlings are every day, and my other snakes are probably twice a week.
Every day on the hatchlings, change your water. Wow. Yeah, hatchlings for me are Wednesdays and Saturdays.
But they dirty it up, so they're in it and out of it, so it's nothing to, the bowl ain't that big, dude. It's
True.
I mean, it don't take me. I'm set up for it anyway when I go to do it. So, like right now, I don't have to worry about it. I only got 3 or 4 now. But, even when it's full, it's just, you get ready for that. Because I do them on different days as I do mother snakes. I try to separate a day here and a day there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing, too. I've seen some horror, water bowls, too. I've seen some videos where people open up some tubs, and you can tell that they've never wiped out that cup ever. And it's like, damn, dude, empty the water, wipe the damn cup out. Or they're cheap enough, put a new one. But especially if you're going to put a video out to the world Wipe out the damn water bowl before you film it. Do something, you know, just sometimes it looks really bad.
Or at least, or when you change out your Reptichip, I mean, spray down the tub and wipe it down for Christ's sakes. You know, anytime I Reptichip change, every time it gets sprayed down with F10, cleaned, you know, before the new Reptichip or snake goes back on that tub. I mean, holy moly, disinfect. Golly.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. I've seen some nightmares about a bunch of shit. Like people open up rat bins and shit. It's like, oh, I got a dead rat. And it's like, no, man, I breed rats. You can tell that thing's been in there a long time. It just didn't die yesterday. It's like, why do you show that shit? Do you not know how to edit a video?
I'm going to tell you right now. The second I hit the door on the other side of this building.
I
mean, I can literally open the door. Before I even get the door closed behind me, I know something's dead in here.
Yeah, when I first started this hobby, I watched some videos that almost turned me away from half of it. You know, it was like, oh my God. You know, it's like,
smell it. I mean, as soon as you walk in that door, it's like, hey, I smell it.
And then, you know, you'll see them pull out a drawer or something, and they're like lifting up this rigor mortis, half, you know, decayed animal. And it's like, you did not notice that was in there. And how long ago did you clean that freaking tub? You know, it's like, and then they'll air the video like they're doing something right. It's like, oh my God, man.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, some people though, you know, I mean, especially with rats, I mean, I'm not saying with dead rats, but you know, it's hard unless you just clean your rat racks and video them, you're going to rat poop and you know, it's just.
Oh no, I'm not talking about poop. I'm not talking about regular maintenance.
That's different though. Yeah, that's different. When you have a poo in the tub, like I literally just cleaned this whole rack today, and I opened a tub and one of them has a poo waiting for me. I got to take care of when I get off here. So
no, within reason, of course. Yeah,
but
within reason.
Look in there and there's water that's got 5 pounds of Reptichip floating in it, and there's poo all smeared all over the tub that's dried, caked on, you know, and they're high.
Or you know what? You know what's even worse than that is when you see the water bowl and you see the white rings on the bottom, and it's like you can see that water dried in that bowl. How long has it been since you? That is the worst. That is my worst. You know I hate seeing that.
I've actually been to a few people's houses into their collections that have seen that, where I look in there, I was like, wow, you know, this snake doesn't have any water. Oh, really? And they'll pour some. And you know that's
bullshit. Yeah, it's like it didn't. Yeah, it did not get dumped over. It dried in there. You can see the white rings. It's like, man, come on. It's like, that's the shit right there that drives me nuts. It's like, come on. It's freaking water.
Is that making too much noise? It just kicked itself on there, my vent.
No, everything's fine.
All right, good.
But yeah, it's just crazy shit like that on the internet. But then again, it's videos like that, you know, give you hope on. It's like, shit, I can make a video and be way better than that just right off the bat. It's like, shit, you know, it's like, takes a lot of pressure off if you watch the right video, you know.
Yeah. Well, for me, you know, I've actually filmed enough footage probably for about 10 or 12 video posts already. And then, you know, it gets to the point where, you know, I try to make it clear to people I still consider myself a newbie. I would no way, shape, or form consider myself an expert. You know, if you're doing it right, you know, people in this that's doing this, if you do enough research, you know, you can get knowledgeable really fast if you find the right places to look. But you know, it just.
But no one should ever block out willing to learn. You know,
me. What's that?
Yeah, but nobody should ever try to block learning, you know, of anything.
True.
Just never restrict yourself. It's crazy.
Absolutely. But, you know, it's getting to the point now where a lot of my girls are at that age now where, you know, maybe people would be interested in seeing what the projects I'm working on, you know, and what's going on. I do have some
with the ball python hobby, everybody's going to want to see what you're doing that's in the hobby. Don't ever shy away just because, there's other videos out there. Like I said earlier, you may deliver shit a little bit different than, you know, somebody else. There's 5 billion people on YouTube. We could all have a few, you know?
Right,
so, everybody's going to deliver things differently. You're going to, you know, you may show something that makes more sense, you know, doing the same thing that I'm doing, but people may relate more to the way you're saying it, you know? So never let any of that.
Where it's easy for them to follow along and do it. This is perfect.
Yeah, so don't ever let any of that. Don't let it deter you.
Send my buddy Rob a message that he wasn't even good enough to log on to this live tonight.
Yeah,
that's right. I haven't seen him. Yeah, I have not seen him yet.
KY Constrictors hasn't popped up on my screen. I'm gonna have to give him some grief about that.
Yeah, and it should be.
He usually pops in too. Yeah, he usually pops in.
Yeah, he should have been here to show a little support, I think, right? No, you?
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Uh-oh, I unplugged that phone. Hang on a second. There we go.
Yeah, he's lucky I'm streaming with my phone.
There we go. Yeah, no doubt.
Should I Instagram him?
Same here. I'd be texting him right now going, where the heck you at?
Yeah,
I'll Instagram him and see if he sees
actually,
it.
This time of night,
he's getting his balls busted.
Yeah. He might be at work, actually. He's probably at work.
Yeah.
I know he works nights.
He usually comes in earlier and then takes off because he's working.
Right. Man, I'm going to tell you what. Man, that dude, you want to talk about off the beaten path. Man, that dude lives out in the country. But it's nice. It's so peaceful.
Oh, yeah.
It's very peaceful out at his place. But you ever wonder why he don't have good internet? That's because I'm going to tell you, most companies probably don't want to go out that far. They could easily make some people disappear out there. You didn't ever know what happened to them. He's got a nice bit of property out there, man. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, he is. He's good people.
Absolutely. Had the pleasure of meeting his family while I was there. It was very nice. But absolutely.
He's worked hard for everything he's got too, you know.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah. As soon as he did that spin to win thing, and I heard that there were people bitching, it was like, what? Bitching about what? It's like, what the hell? It was all just craziness.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing is, if you're not in a spin to win or a raffle, you got no business.
Shut your mouth. Exactly. Yep.
Especially
That's the same thing we said.
Know the people involved. Like if everybody
there's
in that
15 spots, there's only 15 opinions that matter. Yeah.
The thing is, anybody that knows Rob would never even think to accuse him of not being on the up and up.
Exactly.
It is not in that man's character to cheat somebody. It just isn't. It wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, you're more liable to get twice what you were expecting than to get none. You know?
Yeah. But I will say this: I was in a different raffle not long ago from somebody who I personally don't know, but a few friends of mine knows this person pretty well. And after the raffle happened, I messaged Rob because I knew he knows this person, and he reassured me it was that person is pretty legit as well. So I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say anything, but all I'll just say is the way it went down to me was extremely shady. Like, if you have no idea what your number is or anybody else's number is, and they just pick a number and announce the winner without ever even showing you that they had that number or anybody had that number, that's pretty shady to me.
Yeah. If you have to do, this is the thing with any giveaway or raffle, you have to do it live.
That's
they did it live,
yeah.
But they never showed you.
You have to
show
nothing.
No, like I showed, like if you pick number 1, 5, and 7, I showed the list. Your name is 1, 5, and 7. I showed the list. It's on the wheel.
Yeah.
You spin it.
That's right.
There's no complaining.
When we do the sticker thing, I'll have Trish write it down, and then she gives me the paper, and I set it, like on one of the stickers on the wall. And then when we do then she says, "Oh, there's a winner," and then I grab it off the wall and show people this was the written down number.
Yes.
So you don't have no bullshit.
Because
this snake I'm talking about too was a pretty fantastic animal. So needless to say, it was.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say her name.
I know. Because I told him to write numbers down too, or I told him to write names down. He reached out to me.
Yeah.
I said, you need to write names down. He's, that's a lot. I'm like, just do it because it'll save you the hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to have something to show everybody, so you're proving you're on the up and up.
Even when I do the shirts.
Yeah.
When I do the shirt giveaways, I take pictures of them. I take pictures of them in the envelopes. I take pictures of the actual receipts of their addresses and when they're going to be there. I take pictures of all that shit just for myself in case anybody says, oh, this and that. And it's like, bullshit, I have everything right here. You know, delivered to your address, you know.
I mean, to me, as long as you're doing like the way Chris is saying, I mean, you're showing, proving everybody's on that wheel, showing everybody the numbers.
Yep.
Hit that button. It's done. Anybody has a complaint, hey, you know, you can send that complaint up the river because, you know.
Yeah, I bet too. I bet, you know, out of 10 of those things that people bitch about, I bet, you know, 8 of them are probably people that aren't even in any of them. You know, it's all nobody. It never seems to be anybody in the drawing bitching. It always just seems to be the watchers. It's like, you know, you do not have anything else to do. You know, it's like.
I see one guy. We watched another raffle, and he was complaining. He wasn't even in the raffle. He goes, "That's way too many spots." You know, okay, well, you're not in it, so why are you worried about it?
Yeah, exactly. If the people in it are not worried, then leave it alone. You know.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Hey,
now hold on. I will say this. If you announce a raffle that there's 30 spots, and you sell majority, if not all, those 30 spots at that price, and then you add spots, and then one of those people wins, I do have a little bit of problem with that.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, they shouldn't add any spots. It should be whatever is set in agreement.
And I have not
that's
entered
shady.
one of their raffles since. So.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't add no spots.
Yeah.
Do what?
Were they bonus spots?
They were indeed.
Yep. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, they can't.
I'm not going to say the name, and I'm not. You know what? And the raffle was legit. It just.
What you need to do with that is you said, and this is how most people do it that I've seen. Hey, I got 30 spots. All right. If you buy 5, I'll give you a free one. Okay. So you filled up 6 of the 30, not 5 of the 30 and a 31 now. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do that. You can't just say, hey, I'll give you a free spot if you buy 5 spots and then add another number. Now it's 31 spots, not 30.
Well, that just looks like they're greedy. Like, oh, they sold fast. I might get 50 more bucks out of it, add 5 more spots. That's just greed, seems like to me.
I mean, if you set a price on that snake, so then you set how many slots and how much money
that should be at the end.
That snake is worth, plus including the shipping to send that snake, I got no problem with that.
Exactly.
Right. Fill that up, and then you're going to go back and add spots after somebody's already purchased.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
I didn't like it that it happened. That's
bullshit,
all I can say. I didn't like it that it happened, but you know.
Well, and you can look at them too, because I've seen people do the raffles, and you're going, let's see, man, that's $350 for like $100 snake. You know what I mean.
Well, you got to do your own math on that. If you get into if they say this many spots, this much money, and you
don't take advantage of people. Don't do it to take advantage of people.
Exactly, that's true. But still, you got to be a little bit aware of your, what you're getting into yourself too.
I mean, charity, if it's for charity or something, I could.
That's different.
Yeah.
If it's for charity, that's different.
Yeah.
But if it's
then you're doing it as a donation anyway, and if you win, hey, that's just bonus.
Right.
But for me, most of the other raffle, I will not get in a raffle just because they're raffling off a snake. Like if it's not something that I'm not going to use or that's not going to fit in my collection, I'm not getting in. Give somebody else a shot at that animal.
I agree.
So if it's something I want, I'm getting in.
Yeah, I do. I don't mind. I like the way they do the raffles isn't bad. Or like if they do a free snake, make them pay the shipping, because I think it just eliminates the idiots. We've talked about it many times.
Actually,
I think
it helps. Idea,
it helps weed out the people that are just trying to get something for free. They probably don't even have an enclosure or anything. I just want a snake. Like, so if you're going to pay the shipping, then
with giveaways, I don't have a single problem with some of the breeders that make people prove you can take care of that animal before I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're living in your mom's basement. You ain't got a job. you know.
I'll be right back.
Exactly. Yeah, because like if I won something and they're all like, let me, you know, prove to me you can keep it. It's like, well, I got plenty of videos. Check one out. They'll be all like, oh, no problem. You know, it's going to be you're going to weed out those people, especially with the paying for the shipping, because then they're not there for just something free. They at least got to put something into the game, you know. So I think it helps. I do. It detours the dumbasses.
Right. I will say this, you know, when like the first time I ever had to sell a baby out of one of my clutches that I produced.
Yeah.
You know, it really tugs at, especially if you're in a show to sell one. Like I was set up with Bill from
because then you don't know where it's going to go. Yeah.
And you don't know where that snake's going. You don't know if they know how to take care of it. You don't know anything other than they came up to the table and paid for that snake. So, you know, it can be nerve-wracking sometimes, but
because people are all like, well, how am I going to prove? And it's like, well, you know, you can do a picture. There's 100 different, even like with this StreamYard, you could actually set this up without going public, and you guys can have a conversation, look around, see stuff, you know. So there's a lot of avenues to be able to prove yourself. So
most people should have photos at least of their snakes or their setup.
Something. Yeah. Exactly,
I mean, how many snake keepers do you know that don't have photos on their phone of something?
Oh, so yeah.
I mean, my phone's loaded with pictures of snakes.
Oh, yeah. Pictures of
it's
like, what do you want to see
on there?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, look at this snake that I saw at Bob's house, or at Mike Cano's place, or you know, or Bill's house, or I've got a photo. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this one. Look what this guy produced.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I do that shit all the time because people are all like, what do you mean with all these morphs or this, that? So I got to show them. It's like, check this out. You know, I could go for this, or, you know, you could do this, or if you buy these, you could do this. And it's like, so yeah.
Right, so
there's always.
Mason asked a great question. And the answer to that is that's why you have a care sheet. When we sell snakes, you send a care sheet, or you give them the proper places to go look for care, or you can always just ask the child or the parents their knowledge of how to care for the animal.
Well, yeah, but even if it's their first snake and they're getting into giveaways, if they're gonna put themselves to where they could receive this animal, they should have these things ahead of time to be able to prove that they at least got a tank, a heat mat, that kind of thing. You know,
giveaway, yes. I was speaking more of
like at the table,
giveaways. I would say you would have to have a parent permission with the parent agreeing that, you know, proper enclosure and whatnot is taken care of. And also, it would, if that happened, then you wait to send the snake till they send you the photos of the setup where they're going to keep the animal.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
So if you wanted to go that route, I could see that being a good way to do that. If it's like a teenager or even someone who's like 11 or 12 years old or whatever, as long as they're mature enough to take care of that animal,
for sure,
not neglect it, you know. So, you know, I think that's the way to go on that.
Right. Yeah, I won't do it for anybody under 18 on nothing I do. I mean,
I think I would under those circumstances.
I mean,
they'd have to prove to me that they.
It could be a lot of hassle for it. I don't know. You know, number one, I try to keep my channel for adults anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, but you know, like tonight, my son Nicholas. You know,
oh yeah, right. But
14
I mean,
years old. That dude take care of a ball python better than majority of keepers out there. You know.
See, for sure.
But I mean, but say he wanted in on it, and you got into it for him. You know, when you wrote your, or you said, "Hey, this is my son," then I'd say, "Okay."
Right.
But there's so many random people that. Man, you know.
Well, that's what we were talking about. Is just ways of trying to get rid of all them random people.
Well, and that's why I like when people say you got to pay for shipping on a free snake.
Yeah, exactly,
because then you know if they're going to do that, they're more committed to doing the right thing. You know.
Yeah. You know, most people that I've come across in no way would take a snake to a vet and spend $300 on a snake they bought $80 for to save its life.
Right.
You know, so it's, to me, you know, I literally have a snake still in my collection that when I bought this animal, it got sick. I think I paid right at $200 for this animal. And when it was all finally said and done, yeah, the vet bill was probably closer to double that. But,
yeah.
you know, I'm not going to, you know, let a snake die on my watch, you know.
And Rob's the same way. Rob had that normal that he took in. He goes, you know, $100 snake, and I'm, you know, I'm spending hundreds to make her right. But it was one of his first snakes too. But, you know, if you can't afford the snake, how are you going to afford to take care of the snake?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, there was one other thing I kind of want to talk about just a little bit with you guys, because, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to agree with this wholeheartedly, and probably everybody else that's on here too, is people need to also understand that reputation is everything. Everything in this hobby. If people are not going to trust you, they don't. If you got poor care of your animals, you got mites, you got, you know, constantly having RIs in your collection or diseases or whatever, it's going to come back. Somebody is going to know.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to tell somebody else who's going to tell somebody else.
Selling stuff with hets that ain't het.
Pardon me?
Selling a snake that says het something and it isn't really het nothing.
That as well. Unfortunately, that happens, and I know a couple people that have been burned on that, where they've bought snakes that they were told were hets, turned out not to be.
Well, yeah, back in the day, it almost crippled the hobby altogether. Yeah. People got all crazy with all these damn heads. Nobody knew what they were buying.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are gone now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
unless I know 100% it's 100% het, then I'll put it. But if it's 66%, 50% pos, it all gets sold as pos het.
Hey, Rob
I'm
just
not going to charge you for it either.
We were just about
to
his ears must have been burning.
I don't know if I messaged him on Instagram. I don't know if he's seen it or not. Let me see. I told him, I said, you're getting your balls busted over here. Oh, no, he never seen it. He just showed up.
He goes back and watches the replay.
Yeah, don't worry about my message on Instagram, Rob. I was just giving you a bad time.
He goes back and watches the replay. He better be wearing a cup, because
I wasn't going to say anything, but I just left a little bit ago. I said, "You coming to watch that live with Troy?" He goes, "Hell no, he left Kentucky. He ain't no Kentucky boy no more. He's South Carolina." He said.
Hey, but you know what? You know how much trouble I've gotten in walking around here wearing my UK hat down here in South Carolina? Nothing but a bunch of cock lovers around here, and I mean Gamecocks. South Carolina Gamecocks, man. So, yeah, everybody loves cocks around here.
There you go.
I got to walk around with my UK hat on, so I get a lot of strange looks for it. That's for sure. But I was going to also say, you know, there's also times where, you know, you have to judge someone on your own accord. Like, you know what I mean? Like, matter of fact, I'll give an example on here where this particular person has kind of a reputation of not being the nicest guy or not having the healthiest animals. And I'll tell you what, my first experience with this person, I bought a snake from him at Tinley Park. And after I got it home, even after being at the vet for several days, the snake still was dead within 4 days. And the vet said that it wasn't an RI, it was some kind of infection that she had not seen. And so they ended up doing a postmortem, I guess you would call it like an autopsy kind of thing on them, and ran some labs and stuff. And
necropsy.
It turns out the snake had been in contact with some imports that this guy does, which ended up having a disease. But let me tell you what, not only did this person refund my money, they also sent me a replacement snake. It was a pied that I bought, and he sent me a pastel pied. The pied I bought was hatchling size. It was probably around 90, 100 grams. he sent me a pastel pied to replace it that was like 700 grams. Absolutely was a wonderful experience as far as him making sure he wanted to make it right. And I have bought several snakes from him since. A lot of people I hear say he's a real a-hole and all that, but to be honest with you, I have had nothing but good luck with him. He's been an absolute gentleman to me, and that's Fred Kick at Kicks Balls. So, you know, they do not have the greatest reputation sometimes, but I'm going to tell you what, I've had nothing but luck with them. And man, they got some great snakes.
I know a bunch of people in the hobby that's bought off of him and are happy with him. And then, you know, of course, you hear the other side too, you know. So, I mean,
I'll say this. If you're going to buy something from them, go right ahead. Just make sure you do your quarantine. You got to quarantine your animals. Absolutely.
I do that regardless.
Just especially if he works with a lot of imports. Yeah.
Pardon me?
Especially if he works with a lot of imports and stuff. You have to.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
So, you know, but like I said, I have no problem with them. I still have a few of their animals. They have some beautiful snakes. Matter of fact, the first Wookiee I ever saw was at Kickball's table at Tinley Park. First time I ever saw Confusion, which he called Static, was at Fred's table. You know, so I mean, they're right there on the cutting edge most of the time. I mean, they have some great animals, and
they have about every morph out there too.
I don't know if that's his manager or his wife, for life of me I can't remember her name. Somebody on the chat probably knows it. She's never been nothing but nice to me as well. So, but I can't complain about them whatsoever. I've had great experiences, but I know there's others that have not. But you know, he'll rub people the wrong way because he's not really the kind of guy that's going to stand around and chat you up and give you all kinds of advice. And you know, he's cordial and polite and wants to do some business and move on to the next guy. And I don't really have a problem with that. He's not like Garrick DeMeyer that'll literally stand there all day and talk to you, you know. So,
but I mean that means a lot. I mean, if you reach out to a breeder to buy, and they're not very responsive, like for a week or days, and their customer service is not good, I won't buy from them. I mean, I'll move on.
Right.
You know. And customer service is a big thing. I mean, you know, there's going to be mistakes in this hobby. Things happen sometimes.
Right.
And, you know, even now with the no guaranteed shipping, you know, it sucks. But, I mean, most breeders will make it right if it was something not on your end or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But,
well, I'm going to tell you, you know, and I know there's at least one other person in the chat right now that's bought from this guy. But you're never going to find a better customer service guy than Bob Vu. Like, Bob Vu is the consummate gentleman, businessman. He very much cares about his reputation and will do everything he can to preserve it and bend over backwards to take care of something for you. Which is why I own quite a few animals that were produced by him. So, but, you know,
yeah, everything
I do have some great animals. What's that?
Yeah, everything I've shipped or I've received comes right to the hub. I won't ship to their houses right now. It's hub to hub.
Yeah, and you know what? The last couple times, the last two snakes I received, I had shipped to the house. They both times showed up exactly 5 hours late. They were fine, but I'm not going to do it again. They're going to the hub from now on.
Yeah, I mean,
the only problem for me, the only reason why I had them shipped to the house is the hub here is on the complete other side of Columbia from where I am. So it's like a 45-minute drive to get to the closest one for me.
Yeah.
So it's quite a trek. I would literally have to take a couple of hours off work just to go pick up a snake. So, but anyway.
But, you know, yeah, I mean, but, you know, like Rob, you know, when I shipped him snakes, he drove 45 minutes ago, but it's no big deal, dude. You know, like I said, to have your animals safe. I mean,
well, well, Rob, man, he got to drive 45 minutes just to get to civilization.
Yeah,
he got to drive 45 minutes just to get to the places that actually have, you know, plumbing and shit,
like lights and shit.
Yeah, electricity. And
it's like we're getting close to town. I see a light.
but you know, that's another thing too. Like we talked about on here before with a couple other people. Sticker trades are the best thing to do, man.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to get your name
sure.
and your brand out there.
And never, and you know, like
I just love stickers.
Don't ever charge nobody for stickers. Don't ever charge people for stickers.
I never have.
No.
You know, that's your marketing, dude. You know, I mean,
absolutely. And, you know, even people. A matter of fact, I just had a young lady today contact me from England.
Yeah.
That she doesn't even have stickers yet, but you think I'm going to send her stickers? Absolutely, I am.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I always do. Yeah, yep.
You know, so
I get people all the time. They're all like, "I don't have a sticker, but I would really like yours." It's like, no problem. Shoot me your address. You know, it's like
absolutely.
That's what they're there for. That's what they're there for.
Exactly. Matter of fact, I stuck stickers in the mail and a magnet for her as well today. So,
and you know, that's people that remember you when you do things for them like that, though. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like Instagram and all that. If you get hit up on Instagram, it's like there are people that are going to watch your stuff that actually like what you do that may not have stickers that want one. You know, so it's like
absolutely.
It's like hell yeah, give them out. You know.
I mean, if you watch a lot of videos,
hey, give me a shout out when you get it.
Yeah, but if you watch a lot of their videos, you know, you see your sticker in their videos.
Right.
Well, yeah.
That's you know, so I mean, that's free advertising. You know,
I've traded a lot of stickers with a lot of people that haven't gotten their sticker. So giving somebody a sticker that actually wants one is no big deal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't have a problem sending stickers out. I mean, that's the whole reason why I buy them. You know,
see you, Dave.
You got to get your name out there to people.
For sure.
You know, the more people see your name, see your logo, you know,
it still tickles me pink when I see somebody's video and I see my sticker. I'm always like, hey, there's my sticker. There's my sticker.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm like a little kid when I see my sticker. I am. It's like, look, babe, look, there's my sticker.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm looking on my boards right now. So, but
I got a balls and strikes sticker.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I got his sticker. Yeah.
So, matter of fact, here we go. You both are on the same board up here.
Oh, right on.
We got that one there. We got that one right there.
Sweet. Looking good. That's the coolest one on there.
Whoop.
Okay, KY's up there.
Oh
yeah. Bad Blood, got a bunch of them up there.
Look, he's got the same kind of thing I did. Got kind of.
There we go.
Right on.
And then we got a whole another board over here.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh yeah. I got a bunch of those stickers. Yeah, I do love the sticker trading. It is a good time.
Now here's the important one over here. On the incubator here. To get on the incubator, I have to actually own one of your snakes or something you've produced. Whoops.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
There, look at that old one. Man, that's an old sticker.
Well, I got one of them old
ones. Ancient.
Hell yeah.
So there you go.
Nice.
So, you know, people come into my snake room and, you know, I have started having people over here. You know, it's always nice for them to see some of the stickers in here. And I actually have another board that's almost full. There's probably enough room on there for probably 5 or 6 more. And I'll have another sticker board in here. So,
very cool.
But you know what? You know, I don't know most of those people, but I do enjoy when I get a sticker swap and people take the time to get to know me, introduce themselves. Like Victoria at Scale Envy. I've had several conversations with her, or Samantha at Dolls with Balls. Man, that girl's got a big collection. I'm gonna tell you what, this girl is paying money, bringing stuff in from Europe. This girl is gonna be somebody. Dolls with Balls. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all.
Isn't that Karen?
Pardon me.
What is her name?
Her name, Dolls with Balls. Her name's Samantha Church.
Oh, Samantha.
Yeah. Did she buy this? What did she? Is she the one that bought like the Stranger in the beginning off of IRS?
No, I don't think so.
There was some girl that bought. was.
Well, I'm thinking there's
a
a breeder here. I think she's in Seattle. That I think it's chicks with balls.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
No, this girl is out of North Carolina. She's
okay.
Yeah, she's in North Carolina. But there's another one like Leviathan. I'm not sure if I think it's Reptiles. Her name's Courtney, you know. But like I said, it's nice when people actually will message you back on Instagram, you know, even for a sticker swap, and then you take time to get to know them, you know.
Right.
You know, there's a few people that I've kind of met that way. And matter of fact, Brandon, I guess he's Asylum Exotics now. He used to be more of a different color. That happened that way before he really blew up on Instagram. And then I met him up at Tinley, had a great conversation with him up there. Super, super nice guy. So it doesn't surprise me that he blew up on Instagram. I mean, the guy, matter of fact, he's going to be way, way up. This guy's, he'll never have trouble selling snakes. He's already up to like 5,000 followers on Instagram. I don't even think he's been on Instagram for a year yet. So.
It's more of a different color?
Yeah, not anymore. He changed the name to Asylum Exotics or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm not sure why. I haven't asked him about it. But another guy too like Dave from Alien Reptiles. You saw his sticker on my incubator as well. I have a GHI girl from him, and she's matter of fact, she's sitting probably around 1,400 grams right now. So, but I was going to put a Mojave to her, but now that I have a GHI Mojave, her plans just changed. Now she's going to go to a clown. So,
right.
But
oh yeah.
But you know, it's all about customer service as well. You know, so you know, like Rob, man. You know, he made me drive all the way out to his house to pick up the snake I was getting from him. He wouldn't even meet me out at the highway. No, I'm just kidding. No,
yeah, you get a little nervous driving.
I totally wanted to go check out some of the snakes he bought for me that he still has. He's got some wonderful animals over there. So, but no, I kid. I love the guy. You know, he's a great guy. And man, I've got a couple really, really nice snakes from him too. So, but anyway.
Yeah, I got a cinnamon off him last year, and she's a year old, dude. She's over 1,000 grams.
Yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, I got a cinnamon female from him. I got a banana cinnamon male. I got a banana pied from him, and then the one I really, really was anticipating waiting was the bamboo head ultra male boy I got from him.
Right.
Nice.
And man, he looks just like his mama. Both parents Rob got from me. So believe me, I was so happy to have offspring of those two snakes, because those are just two incredible animals that he has, amongst a lot of others. Rob has a great collection. I don't know how much he's shown that off on here or in other places. He doesn't show it off near enough on YouTube either.
Right.
He's got some fantastic animals over there. So.
Oh yeah.
Are we talking about the same Rob?
No,
just kidding. Just kidding.
What was that, Justin?
I was like, we talking about the same Rob? No, I was just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if he goes back and sees I was busting his balls earlier when he wasn't here, I have to make up for it now. So. And then
he said in there that they won't ship the shirt he's sending me to a P.O. box. I'll send you my address, but what the hell? I think it's in the books of me not having that shirt or something.
Huh.
It got shipped to a different location, got shipped back to them, and now they can't ship to a P.O. box. It's like, damn, something's in the cards with that damn shirt. I'll send you my address, though.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a little bitty town that guy lives in, so, I'm surprised somebody there didn't know him. As soon as it arrived at the post office, they're probably like, oh, man, Rob got something. Did he tell y'all the story about him getting the cops called on him?
Yeah.
Selling copperhead or something in the Walmart parking lot, man. That's a great story.
And the guy was an ex-wildlife guy.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Copperhead in the driveway or in the fucking parking lot. Yeah. That's too much.
That's funny. But he went in and looked at his collection, seen it was looking. His room looks good, and now he ain't got to worry about no more problems. You know what I mean?
You know, and that's another thing right there. Take good care of your stuff. So you get some surprise inspection out of nowhere, you're good to go. They're going to walk in and be like, "You're good, see ya."
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know,
remotely second guess you.
Luckily, they didn't go out and look at his Siberian dwarf hamsters.
Yeah. No, Siberian snow hamsters.
Yep. Snow hamsters.
Snow hamsters.
Snow hamsters.
Yeah.
Well,
Mountain Dew Mining, welcome.
As soon as they walk in the building and they see the engineering above my rats, then they might want to come in the house and look around the property some more. But of course, they ain't gonna find nothing now. But
yeah, that's for rats. I swear, it's for rats.
That's right.
Oh, that would be funny. They're all like, "Oh, those look familiar." It's like, oh, no, it's not what you think. I swear.
That's right. That's right. It's just for rat ventilation.
What's up, Slade?
Yeah, that's crazy stuff.
See, I told you it wouldn't be bad on here, Troy.
Oh no, it's not.
No,
bad.
how did you like the experience?
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, you know what? There was one thing. We didn't talk about.
Sure.
So, because I've been asked several times by people, like what my favorite morph is. Now, I'm going to say it depends on what time it is, what my favorite morph is. But what I do recommend to people who are just starting out, there's no better gene to start a collection with, especially that you can get inexpensive than yellow belly. Like most collections should have, if you don't have yellow belly in your collection, you need to really do some research. You can't make highways or freeways without it.
I don't have no yellow belly.
Almost every best looking clown has yellow belly in it. Almost every best looking pied out there has yellow belly in it.
Right.
You can't make super stripes without it. You know, yellow belly is one of the best genes you can have in your collection. I mean, if you think about this, when you're starting out, if you bought a yellow belly het pied, you can get a female for around $150, $200. Yellow belly het pied.
Right.
How much are yellow belly pieds right now on Morph Market? $600-$700 probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I would guess probably $600. Or get a yellow belly het clown. You know, not everybody's got $250, $300 to spend, because that's probably about how much they'd be. Anywhere between probably $150, $250, maybe up to $300 for a yellow belly het clown. But yellow belly clowns, $750, $800 easy all day long. You know, so I always start with buy something that has a recessive in it. You'll never go wrong. Recessive don't lose their value. You'll always get you'll triple, quadruple your money on any recessive or het recessive female if you ever decide to get rid of your animals.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so much more money.
And like anymore, I mean, around here the blue-eyed Lucy's have blown up to like $600.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
And how cheap were lessers and stuff to buy? You know what I mean?
Lesser Mojave. I mean, you could buy a lesser and a Mojave dirt cheap, especially a male. When you're talking one of them being a male, well, I could pick up a Mojave male for probably $50 right now.
Right. So I mean,
you know,
I mean,
lesser females are much more than that.
So, you know, there's a guy that's selling he had a blue-eyed Lucy male, and then he had a lesser female and a lesser male, all for sale. And the male and female were probably around 700 to 1,000 grams. So they're sub-adults. And I asked the guy, because he called me, he didn't know my opinion was. I said, "What's he asking for?" He goes, $750. I said, "It's worth that." I mean, it's worth it if you just want to flip the bell, if you didn't even need the bell.
Right, right.
You'll get 500 easy, 550 for a male bell right around here right now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
All right,
I mean, bad price.
Yeah, Mason on there says lesser clowns fire. Now, as babies, I agree with you. Lesser clowns as adults are not all that great looking, and pastel lesser clowns and super pastel lesser clowns as adults are just plain brown snakes. They are horrible looking as adults, most of them.
You gotta get that leopard in. You gotta get that leopard in there.
Yeah, you have to have another darking gene, leopard or blackhead or something else in there to keep that dark color, or even Mojave. throw a Mojave lesser or something in there.
So do you have any blackhead in your collection?
Pardon me?
Do you have any blackhead in your collection?
I do. Actually, I have one female blackhead inchy at the moment, and I have a blackhead yellow belly het red xanthic that's actually on loan at the moment.
Is that something you're just starting to work with then?
Very little. I have the female for me is just going to be plugged into the Pied project. The itchy blackhead is going to be, eventually puts a Pied. So
I see a lot of people working with the blackhead now. That's why I asked. So
yeah, the only thing that kind of makes me not go full throttle on that. Now, super blackheads are beautiful looking, but you can get wobble issues. They have some wobble issues. But, of course, that said, I work with cypress quite a bit. Super cypress is the worst wobble snake on the market as far as I've ever seen. That's a horrible.
Oh, come on. Only spider has wobble. Come on now.
Super cypress has probably the worst wobble out there. But you can put cypress about anything else and it's fine. But super cypress, horrible wobble.
Really?
Super blackheads. I've seen some without it, but
right.
I've seen quite a few with it. Super blackhead with head wobble. But to me, ultimate breeding plans for me. I'm really plugging Desert Ghost into a lot of stuff right now. I love Desert Ghost clowns and Desert Ghost pieds. I like clown pieds, but not as much as I like Desert Ghost clowns or Desert Ghost pieds. I would much rather have that double recessive than clowns together.
And you look at a Desert Ghost clown, it gets better as it ages. I mean, if you look at the babies compared to adults, the babies are darker and they get lighter as they get older. They look beautiful.
Oh, absolutely. The older, Desert Ghost, man. Oh,
I mean, and that's hard to say about a lot of things. It gets better as it ages. What's the snake?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a yellow belly Desert Ghost boy down here that's probably, I think he's sitting right about 750 grams now, and every time I open that tub, he looks better. Every time. Nice. He's fantastic. So, but man, it's been 2 hours and almost 45 minutes already. That time's kind of really flown by, hasn't it?
Yeah, I told you I told you today it'd be just like we're just talking.
We just start bullshitting and then here we go.
Yeah,
3 hours later.
Yeah,
even though Rob didn't join in the last 5 minutes of it,
I know, but some people. Ain't no telling. He was probably out there feeding the chickens and ducks and pigs and bears and.
He's probably one of our thumbs down too. He's just being an ass about it now.
That's all right. I mean, the rock star says.
Well, we got some thumbs down. That was probably for me.
Oh no, we always get a couple.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, I got two last night too.
Feedback in it.
Oh yeah.
He goes, I love the show. 5 minutes is all I can handle.
Thanks,
yeah, I'm
Rob.
with you, Mason, man. I can talk snakes quite a bit, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So.
One of our bears got hit on the throughway. Huh.
What was that?
Heather said one of our bears got hit on the throughway.
Oh wow.
She's up in New York area. Oh yeah.
But
how far are you from Murrells Inlet?
Well, Murrells Inlet's just a little south of Myrtle Beach. So I would probably say right at hour and 45 minutes. Actually, there's a barbecue place right there on the main highway that kind of runs up towards Myrtle Beach right there, Murrells Inlet. I forget the name of that barbecue place, but they have a pretty dang good breakfast buffet that I've eaten at there a few times. When we head out to Myrtle Beach, we actually don't stay at Myrtle Beach. We go to Surfside Beach, which is south of there, and Murrells Inlet is just right there south of there. So I've been down in that area a few times. What made you ask about that? Did somebody on the chat mention it, or?
No, I've been down in that area, and then there's a Holiday Inn right around there.
Absolutely.
And there's a bar called Suck Bang Blow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can drive your motorcycle through it and everything.
Yeah.
I've been in there. That's why I asked.
Matter of fact, that place is right across the street from the barbecue place.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a T-shirt up in the house somewhere from that Suck Bang Blow place. That's pretty funny.
It's pretty good place.
Right down the street now, there's a Wicked Tuna restaurant, like right down the street now from there. So
I went down. We stayed there. We went down to Georgetown there and did a big shutdown at their paper mill out there, or their logging yard out there. So working on the cranes and stuff out there. So.
Oh yeah. Rob said Suck Bang Blow sounds like a massage parlor down the road from him.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's rub in there somewhere too, I guess.
It's pretty. I mean, they get some pretty cool people in there, though. Singers and
I bet, yeah.
You drive your motorcycle right through it, dude.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Not too bad. So.
Rob says, Troy does Heather. What did Heather say? I didn't see.
Oh, Rob's probably just causing trouble down there.
Well, he tends to do that from time to time. So
who does? Yeah. Well, I enjoy you coming on here and showing off what you got going on, and
yeah, I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Well, I couldn't show it all off right now, then shoot, if I didn't have nothing left to show you, then you might, maybe you guys ask me to come back on sometime, show you more stuff.
Oh, you can come on anytime you want, man. There's times we just do open chat, hang out, talk, bullshit, I mean, that's all it's about, getting your name out there. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's one thing, I'll tell you what, I'll just kind of tell it like I see it, so I don't try to sugarcoat too much stuff, but at the same time, I'm not one to call anybody out, just get you in trouble, and then you get a bad reputation for being. Yeah, I mean, I am an a-hole most of the time, but I try really hard not to be.
This is this comment here. I don't think he really cares if we collab with the first person on there. He said we should collab with Chris and Kristen Graham.
Actually, I met them at Tinley Park. They're really nice folks.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's wanting to just. I know what part he wants to collab with.
Yeah, and it's probably not Chris.
No, it ain't Chris.
I'm gonna tell you what, though. You want to talk about another woman that could hurt you?
Oh, she jacked up.
Oh, she would have. Yeah.
And into that CrossFit or bodybuilding or what is it?
I don't know. I know she does professional competitions. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. But all I know is I wouldn't mess with her. Or him for that
That's
matter.
all that counts. That's all that counts.
Nice people. Yeah.
Yeah, he did show the bamboo stuff off, Rob. And the ultra mill.
Well, technically I showed the bamboo cypress. I did not show the bamboo that I got from Rob. But he's really nice looking boy though. So matter of fact, he's right over my shoulder up there at the top right.
He will pop you like a watermelon.
I've seen that too, yeah.
Oh, Kristen? Yeah. But yeah, we were saying the same thing about Lori Barchek earlier too. She's probably put.
Oh yeah, she's got some guns too, for sure.
Oh yeah,
I think this. Speaking of Brian Barchek, you hear about so many people talking about. Matter of fact, just recently I was listening to a conversation about people saying how Brian's not on the cutting edge of the industry and doesn't produce really great stuff. People aren't paying that close of attention. I mean, Brian basically founded the Sunset Project. He has quite a bit of Sunset stuff. Cypress. I mean, the guy does have some pretty nice stuff. He just doesn't really put it all out there. But you got to keep in mind with the guy's a freaking genius. He knows his customer base. His customer base are pet industry level snake buyers.
Yeah.
Oh, you know he's got projects off to the side. He don't even show on any of the vlogs and shit, and just to keep shit going. You know he does.
But make no mistake. I mean, Brian don't run BHB. Lori Barch, you know, she runs BHB without a doubt. Her and a couple other people there in the office. You know, Brian's the figurehead. He's the figurehead. You know, he's the face of the business.
Yeah.
You know, but don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm sure Brian. You know, of course now he's more out at the Reptarian. I'm sure.
Right.
But you know, I would say Lori was the main driving force behind that business. But like I said, they know their customer base.
Oh yeah, they know where their snakes are going to go and what they need to produce to get them to go.
Absolutely, but make no mistake, that guy's got stuff at his place that you will not see on his channel.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure of that.
Have a conversation with Miguel Garcia sometime because he's super nice. He'll tell you. Justin Kabelka will tell you. You know, some of the other guys that's been to his place will tell you that guy's got some stuff. You'd be like, oh, wow, I didn't even know Brian made this kind of stuff.
Right.
You don't know because he's working on projects that pop up at JKR or other places when they unveil stuff.
Right.
You know, but where'd they get it from? More than likely, probably Brian Barczyk.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, I think it's pretty common in the room as far as most people coming here. We all like Brian. It's just nobody likes his son.
Well, nobody likes
his son.
I'm sorry?
Noah. They don't care.
Oh, Noah Barczyk. Yeah, well, you know. But you know what? At the same time, for his age and what he does, he's got a big following as well. You know, there's some things.
Yeah, but he didn't get any of it on his own, though. He didn't get any of it on his own. That's the problem.
So what?
Yeah.
Is that his fault? That his father's successful and wants him to be a part of the business?
Well, no, but you know, he really wasn't into the animals until he started blowing up.
That's the thing. Yeah, he didn't deserve any of that because he never
Wait. You don't think that kid ain't been working cleaning snake poo since he was friggin' 6 or 7 years old in that place?
No, I don't. I don't believe that he's been doing it that long.
I'll bet he's been in there
because he get on the blog. He get on the blog with Brian, and he didn't want nothing to do with them.
You could see he hated the animals. He hated them. When I first started, I loved Brian. I watched Brian every day. His son is the only reason why I quit watching it. But his son hated the animals when he was younger. Yeah, he never liked them. That's like when he did the whole sitting in the.
Has absolutely nothing to do with it. I mean, his daughter.
She's even worse. Yeah. She wants nothing to do with anything to even be seen on camera.
But I mean, but that's fine too, because each their own. They don't have, you know. And if I wouldn't force it on my kids if they didn't want to, you know.
Absolutely. You know, I have one son in particular he's still to this day pretty much scared to death. The only snake he's ever held was the original girl I pulled out earlier, Penny. That's the only snake and he was terrified when he was doing it, you know. So, you know, I would never force that on any of these guys. You know, I've got two sons, my oldest and my youngest, that seem fascinated with them, have no problems grabbing a hold of snakes, taking care of them, whatever need be. But my two middle sons, it's not their thing, and that's okay. And that's okay.
Did you see? You know, Rob was saying Lori's got some pipes on her. Did you see that she also got some pipes the other day?
No, I didn't.
Brian took her to this little house that she gets like hummingbird feeders and stuff.
Yeah.
And she come out and he's like, "What do you got?" And she unwraps it, and it's a marijuana pipe. And he's like, "What do you got that?" She goes, "I don't know. Maybe I'll hit it. It don't matter, you know." Well, then she got a package in the mail later that day, and it's this nice, huge, big glass, like big old Sherlock deal, you know. I'm like, look at this thing, and I'm like, and they're just out there, you know. So you know,
maybe did they legalize it up in Michigan?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh well, if they legalize it in Michigan, more power to her. I'm gonna tell you right now, they legalize it in South Carolina. I'm all over it.
Oh, but you know,
he says I'm all over it.
I'm not a drinker. I mean, on occasion, you know. I mean, of course, you know, I lived in Kentucky for years, so bourbon. You know, I got to have some bourbon or some Jim Beam. That was literally right down the road from my house.
Right.
You know, that Jim Beam apple is pretty good, but I'm not much of a drinker, so. But you know, I get hangovers real bad, you know, and I'm a lightweight to boot, you know.
You know how to cure that,
you can sit there and drink 6 beers and not even be buzzing. I'd drink 3, I'm on the floor.
You know how to cure the hangover, don't you?
Yeah, drink some more.
Yeah, you got to do more practice.
No, yeah, more practice. That's right. That's right. But no, I'm gonna tell you though. Yeah, they legalized marijuana here, man. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. It's a great way to relax.
Her, you know, Noah's eating it up, and she's, you know, Brian like did something. She's like, see, it's just like riding a bike. You don't ever forget, do you? I was like, yeah, you do that, you know.
Well, for me, I mean, after high school and all that, you know, I was in the military, so they drug test. So there was no way I was doing nothing there. Then I've worked in hospitals doing CT and X-ray for over 25 years. So there's no way I could do it there because they drug test. So, you know, now it's to the point where, you know, my company now doesn't. And if they did, they'd shoot probably 3/4 of the company would probably be in trouble for weed.
Be gone, yeah.
You know, but you know, even at that though, if they legalize it, that's totally different.
Oh yeah,
we got employees in states that live in states where it's legal as well. So I mean, it's not like they could rightly, you know, drug test them for that. Even if they did, I'm sure they wouldn't test for marijuana. You know, most places actually don't that do drug testing.
Right.
You know, they'll test you for about everything else, but not THC.
Exactly.
Well, it lasts in your body too long. It's too hard to determine on when you did it.
Yeah, even at that though, I mean, to me, it's far less harmful than alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Being in the medical field for as long as I have been, you know, and you know, I don't work in hospitals anymore. I work from home, but I still work for a medical company. So you know, I would much, you know, rather sit at home and smoke a bowl and veg in front of the TV and have a great night than be drinking. And you know, I know too many people that are mean or hateful drunks too. Almost everybody's happy when they're stoned, right? There's not too many people that get high and then become.
You're either sleeping or you're happy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
In the fridge or.
Yeah, there you go, Mason. Rather deal with stoned drivers than drunk drivers. You know, I hear you.
I hear that. All I can think is Super Troopers. You know.
Yeah.
You know, when them cops are flying by them, they stop. They're like.
Yeah.
That movie cracks me up, boys.
Yeah. So you know. Absolutely. You're definitely going to go, you're going to slow down a little bit because you just feel like you're hauling ass when you're high, right? last time, man, I remember I was sitting at this a buddy of mine's house, and I remember sitting on the couch, and I man, it had been a while since I had smoked. Oh my God. So I was pretty baked, and I had to go pee. Literally the bathroom was probably maybe 10, 12 steps. And I kept staring, and my buddy finally said something about, is there something in that bathroom? What are you looking at? And I go, no, I got to pee, man, but oh my God, it's so far to go.
Yeah, I don't even want to get up.
It's like, oh my God, you know, you feel like you weigh 1,000,000 pounds trying to get up. So, you know, so much less harmful, in my opinion, for marijuana.
Oh yeah, way less harmful.
You know,
yeah.
They actually are trying. They're working on getting it legalized here. I hope they do. Man, that'll be another.
I think every state is working on it now. I don't think there's.
Yeah.
It'll be soon. I think New York and Texas may be the last two, but
Virginia maybe.
Yeah. You might be
Commonwealth state. You know, it's Commonwealth state, Virginia, so that might be one of the hardest ones to get.
Same with Kentucky's Commonwealth.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people in Kentucky though are kind of progressive though. I would say it would get passed in Kentucky quicker than Virginia.
Well, I mean, once you figure out how much the state gets on their taxes, and it helps them out, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's where it gets sweet.
Peanut butter and Captain Crunch up over here, Mountain Dew mining.
Oh yeah, he's one of them 420 people. He's the devil.
He's from Colorado.
Yeah, well then he would probably appreciate my my rodent ventilation system then.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if he was on here for that, but yeah.
Yeah, you can't even get flavored vape juice in New York.
Oh, you know what? They've outlawed that most places actually now.
Yeah.
Most states have outlawed that. because it was appealing to too many kids.
Well, you know, that's the bad thing is because them damn kids, that's the bad thing with the pins. That's the only thing I disagree with is those pins. They are convenient, but you could have a kid sitting in class, take a puff of those things. You can't smell nothing. You can't see nothing. It's crazy.
Right. Well, my wife's a school teacher, and when she catches them with those jewels, man, she got a hammer, and she got a special place on her wall where she'll take them and crush them with the hammer, and she tapes them on I think it's called the wall of shame or something.
Right on, yeah. But yeah, those things are just way too.
They can have them in the class, but they better not be smoking them in her class. She'll take care of it.
That's crazy.
You know, they have them on them. She just doesn't want to know about it. So, oh no, he said he wasn't on. So,
yeah,
he just got the carbon filter on his rat room.
Yeah,
the weed room.
Well, yeah, with the Vivasun blower motor with the carbon air filter. So, yeah, it's definitely old school pothead engineering there.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Grow room engineering. But anyway, but yeah, man, 3 hours went by really quick.
Well, let everybody know where they can reach you again, all your social media. So
soon to be some YouTube videos, but right now the best place to check out my collection or anything like that, hit me up for stickers, magnets, coasters, whatever. Balls and Strikes with an N, not the N symbol on Instagram. Balls and Strikes _ pythons on Instagram. Balls with the and symbol, Balls and Strikes pythons on Facebook, but I'll admit I'm rarely on there. The wife said she'll take over that page pretty soon to keep things updated. I'm trying to hook it up where if I post something on Instagram, it'll populate on Facebook. I've seen some that you're able to do that now.
Yeah,
you can link it at the bottom of the post.
Yeah, at the bottom of the post, link it. Yep.
Yep, I need to start doing that. But yeah, I've got a couple different kinds of stickers, magnets. Hit me up on Instagram. We'll do sticker swaps, or even if you don't have stickers, you want one, hey, let me know. I'll be happy to send one out to you. And
sure.
Send you a message, say hello, introduce yourself. So, it's all good. I love meeting people, and I can definitely talk snakes and love hearing what people are up to and what's new. And maybe next time I'm on, I'll be able to show you another project that I'm getting into now, which is the Voodoo from Bob's Balls.
Nice.
So we'll have to do that another time as well. So
cool.
Hell yeah, that sounds like a perfectly good excuse to have a part 2.
Absolutely.
Yep. Exactly.
Thanks again for inviting me on, man. It was actually a lot of fun, and it was great.
Thanks for coming on.
Stopping in and saying hello.
You can tell everybody on Instagram we didn't hurt you too bad, so.
Nah.
That's
right.
I seen his Instagram post. He said he was nervous and to be nice to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been live online literally like twice before. Once was like a 2-minute unboxing on Instagram, and before that, like I said, was with Bill BC Pythons, and he did most of the talking. I was just there to help out with a snake he was auctioning off. So
yeah, I tried to get Modern Exotics to come on, but you know how it is.
Who's that?
I tried to get Modern Exotics to come on here, but he's like, well, I ain't got a logo. I'm like, you ain't got to have nothing.
Nick. Sorry, my son was saying good night.
So, that's all right.
Good night, Nick. I'll talk to you soon. But I didn't even realize he was still on here. I'm going to sit here talking about smoking.
Yeah, we weren't talking about that.
That's all right. That's all right. He's a really good kid. He really is. So.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Modern Exotics. I really appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
So I was really worried I'd be a little boring, or people would be like, "Yeah, whatever."
No, this is awesome.
No, you're good. And,
yeah, I see that.
Justin, you got everything you need from him?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Justin, you have everything for your slideshow from him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I got the one emblem. I think it's a picture of something, but it works.
Yeah, it's
got you had posted a photo of my my coasters. Yeah, that's
there. You go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my coasters.
Yeah, but it's pretty clear. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. I'll send you both some new stuff that I've got, some new stickers and magnets.
Cool.
And stuff, so.
Oh, right on. Awesome.
Right.
Well, we're working on getting a sticker for this show too, so we'll definitely hit you up and send you some when we do.
Oh, that'd be great.
For sure.
That'd be great. I'll definitely share those online as well. So
right on.
So one of these days, matter of fact, as soon as I get shirts made, I'll send you out a couple shirts too. I'll need to get a couple of those from you guys as well.
Sure.
Right on. We'll never turn down shirts.
What's that?
We'll never turn down shirts.
Absolutely. Nope. There you go.
Never turn
right
down.
on.
And with me, they'll come in some fluffy sizes too. So if there's people out there that's fluffy like me,
cool.
I'll make sure I got 2, 3, 4 XLs out there.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
right on.
Hey, you know what? That's why. Hey, Beach Bum, man, 3X right here. You gotta love a guy that has fluffy sizes available, right?
Exactly. You got to watch them too because they might shrink a little bit.
That's right. I got a small town exotics the same way. Come in 3X. I'll take it. So,
oh yeah.
But absolutely. Very good.
Cool.
Well, I guess we'll end up wrapping it up, man. I'll probably have to get to bed. The wife's probably wondering why I'm still out here.
Sure. But I do appreciate you coming on. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, I definitely appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Thanks. Appreciate everybody being on here tonight. Join us. It's cool. Friday we got on Justin's show. We have
the Scales Family Reptile.
Scales Family Reptile. So y'all want to know?
I already got a thumbnail stuff, so I'll send you the thumbnail and a picture.
Ooh, look at you, fancy pants.
I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad somebody's getting on top of this shit.
I've already asked them, made sure he was still a go. They said they were really excited and waiting for it, so it'll be a good time.
Oh yeah, it'll be a good show too. So they're good people. So, and that's starting. Is that still starting at 7?
Same time, as far as I know. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Get a hold of him. You're the tester guy.
No, I just wanted to make sure. So.
All right, everybody. I'm out. I'm gonna go get some dinner. Right. Till next time. Later.
All right, y'all have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Later.